All right.
Who am I sitting
Three.
next
Wait,
to?
no. Count down. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shoot.
We're not even drunk yet.
It's been a month, guys. I'm still recovering.
Yeah, clearly.
All right. 1, 2, 3. What's going on, everyone? This is Brew Shakur, a.k.a. Vice.
This is Art.
And this is Brian.
And welcome to the Brewing Podcast, where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. Episode 29.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
Please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. The road to 500.
Oh.
All
Subscribers?
Subscribers.
Oh,
YouTube.
shoot.
500. What else is
I
there?
don't know.
500.
Yeah.
I don't know.
500 views.
On today's episode, we have Sonny Alquizar. Sonny is a mortgage advisor, husband, and first-time father. Let's welcome Sonny to the show. Yeah.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome, Sonny.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
fun.
cheers to that. Oh, no beers
Oh,
today.
oh, why is that?
No. 'Cause we got something special for you guys. Let me bring it into the light.
Okay.
Into the light.
Oh.
For our
Ooh.
audio listeners, what did you bring, Sonny?
Casa Azul tequila.
It's a very nice looking
Yeah.
bottle.
So Casa Azul is something I usually get from my clients, but I've never had an opportunity to try it. So
Oh, what?
obviously
Nice.
with
Oh.
Vicente and the history that we have, man, wanted to bring something a little special for you guys.
Yeah.
And also Halloween edition. So let's
Yeah.
get lit.
Okay.
For the audio listeners at home, we are wearing costumes. Would you guys like to go around and explain what you guys are wearing?
Nothing.
Imagine that audio viewer.
I am wearing a bandage over my face because I grabbed it on the way here to have a mummy costume.
Yeah, if you could see it, you'll probably see it in the previews or anything on Instagram. It's pretty funny looking.
And I'm a construction worker, a roadside construction worker.
Yeah, Jason's got the high vis vest and he's wearing an orange shirt. I'm wearing my Gloomy Bear Kigurumi. It's like a bear character.
Is that like blood on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because his thing is like he mauls his owner. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
Dude, at first I thought it was going to be like Naruto or something.
nah.
Or like
Next
with the recently leaked like Pokemon stuff.
Oh
happening.
god.
Have you been hearing about that?
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy stuff in there, but like it reads a lot of like mythology. It's pretty interesting.
What's your costume?
Yeah.
Alquizar?
So my costume is Doug Sunny or Doug Funny.
Sunny. Oh, all right. Okay, I
like
see why
that.
you went there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Quail Man. I don't know. Like when Vice had said like it's gonna be a Halloween episode, I couldn't think of anything because like my kid, we're thinking about his costume. I was like, man, what can I wear that doesn't make me look too funny? And the first thing that popped, I was like, oh, Quail Man, because it's like normal clothes. But
Yeah.
I have a green shirt from the Brewing.
Yeah.
So I
okay.
just need to buy like a red towel. And so I was like, okay, dude, hey, do you have a red towel, man? And then I was texting him like a couple days before the episode. He's like, no. I was like, okay, dang it, I gotta buy a red towel.
Dude, I thought you were going to dress up as YG. I was like, oh, man.
That's too gangster for me.
Yeah, he's even got the belt in the head and everything.
Cheers.
All right,
Yeah,
cheers.
Oh, yeah,
Cheers
cheers.
for
Cheers,
this.
cheers,
Thank you.
cheers,
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, this is a Classe Azul, you said?
Ooh.
Yeah,
pretty
usually,
smooth.
well, I mean, my opinion of tequila has been colored just because, like, college, you just have cheap
Sure.
ass tequila.
Yeah.
But, recently I've been
Oh.
trying to get back into it and, like, was it really that bad? And it really
Yeah.
isn't when you have, like, good tequila.
This is like, this is almost smoky,
It's very
It's
smoky,
almost like
very
whiskey.
smooth. Yeah.
Smooth, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it is like almost
Yeah,
like whiskey. I
crazy,
think that's
right?
why I like it.
I wasn't
yeah.
expecting that.
All right,
Yeah.
before we get to our guests, we like to read testimonials on the show. These come from our community members, taken from either conversations, comments, and or direct messages, aka
DMs.
All right, Art, you want to read the testimonial for today?
Yeah, today's testimonial comes from DM Maximoff. Brody, these commutes from Escondido are hangouts, bruh. LMAO. Oh.
There's two O's. There's two
Dan.
O's, yeah.
All right, now back to our special guest, Sonny Alquizar. Let's get this going. First of all, I'm just curious, how did you become a Clippers fan? You got to
Is
tell
there a
me.
story about it?
Like, when was this?
Man, I don't even know. Like I wouldn't even call.
When we met, were you a Clippers fan?
No, I don't think so. Because I was a LeBron fan.
Oh,
a
wow.
little bit.
I didn't know.
So,
Okay.
Well, so my family history with like, well, it's as if it was in my DNA or something. My family was like very, very into Michael Jordan. Like, my dad. My dad is super into Michael Jordan. Like he's
Yeah.
dude. He's man. 65,
Oh
66.
Wow.
dude, your
And
dad
he
looks
had-
young still.
Yeah,
He's pretty
yeah.
young, yeah.
yeah.
He's still rocking like, you know, the young. He dresses better than me, so he has
Wow, all right.
he has like 30 pairs of Jordans in his garage.
Jeez.
So that's how he introduced me to the game and to basketball was Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
Then when Kobe was coming up, there's always these draws between Kobe and Michael Jordan. And at the time, I didn't have respect for Kobe. Rest in
What?
peace, Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, because like, you know, like Michael Jordan was my guy, right?
Yeah.
So like trying to pick somebody else that's not, you know, MJ, I was like,
Okay.
nah, like he's not going to be the next, you know, Michael Jordan or whatever. I appreciate him more now because I find him gravitating a lot to, you know, his philosophies and whatnot. But anyways, LeBron James.
Okay.
So I gravitated towards LeBron James. But when LeBron James had gone back like, you know, 2 or 3 different times to different teams, like, I can't mess with this dude.
That's when you learn.
Yeah, that's when you learn, like, this is too treacherous. And so, you know, I was still a fan of basketball, and I don't know exactly what year, but I was just trying to find, like, okay, like, who am I going to follow really in basketball?
Yeah.
And obviously being from San Diego State, it was Kawhi. And then, you know, Kristine and I, we have gone to a Clippers game when it was back with, like, you know, I can't even recall.
Chris Paul?
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Oh, shoot.
Slam City or what's it called?
Lob City?
Lob City? Yeah,
Yeah.
Lob City, Blake Griffin.
Dang, okay.
So before all the controversy, I don't know
yeah.
if you guys keep in touch with that. So I just gravitated towards them, and I found a community around it. So a couple of the fraternity brothers are also Clippers fans, and so
Oh.
Unfortunately.
it sucks. And I think being from San Diego, and especially recently, as
Yeah.
now, it's so tough being a sports fan
Oh, it is.
in San Diego right now, man.
Yeah.
So that's the whole story with the Clippers journey there.
Okay. I just asked because I'm a big Lakers fan, and
Of
course.
I always gotta
Yeah.
say stuff when you're a Clippers fan. But I know I first met you at SDSU.
Mm.
We met, I think, during Rush.
I can't even recall it, man. I know we met.
Yeah.
And I knew when we met, you're like, oh, this guy's from Mira Mesa. Cool.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I think when someone was rushing me, the first person they thought of was you because you're from Mira Mesa. And you know how it is when you're rushing for like the fraternities and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You find someone with like similar interests.
Mm.
And then that's how we first met. And then I think the first thing I remember you telling me is, oh, I got this lion tattoo. Right? Or is it lion?
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
one that-
some kind of
yeah.
tattoo. And then we just started connecting from there.
Yeah, I still have it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the chest.
It's
okay.
on the chest. So I can't flash you guys right now.
Maybe after you finish your cup there.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Me going into the fraternity, I was like, I didn't give it a shot the first time around because I was like, I'm from Mira Mesa. I have homies here.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that's the same mentality when you are from the hometown. Right. So I'm curious to, what was your reason of joining the fraternity? Did you feel the same way? You're like, they just party, they just do this, like all the things that you hear from, you know, social media or like from
Movies.
TV, movies.
Yeah. So that's honestly a very interesting question that you asked, and I wouldn't have thought of like what I'm about to share right now.
Oh.
Oh. No, so when I got into college, I was like literally like one of the only homies that got into college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so all my buddies that I was hanging out with in high school, like they were going on in their own ways. And I had to make friends. Like I still knew people from Mira Mesa that went to San Diego State, but like they weren't people that I hung out with like on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And so that being a factor, and then also with it being college, like I wanted the college experience.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what like, you know, an Asian fraternity was or Asian Pacific Islander fraternity was. It kind of just ended up happening because we saw, you know, Rush Week. And then I think similar story, you know, ended up seeing a couple of dudes there, and some that were from Mira Mesa. Shout out to my big bro JP, I guess.
I guess.
But yeah, so I mean, like, found commonality there, and I think just having that, I guess, likeness that you're somewhat used to, it made it a bit easier to join a fraternity. So just those factors in terms of like not having my friends there, trying to find people to connect with, and being open to it, having a college experience, like that's kind of like, you know, my idea of a college experience, right? Because I grew up watching Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh,
Yeah. There's a lot of those movies for
yeah, a lot of
sure.
those movies, like, dude,
Yeah.
even though we probably weren't supposed to watch Revenge of the Nerds, like,
Right.
like I still ended up watching. I was like, okay, cool.
you'd be canceled today, right?
Yeah. Saved by the Bell, same thing. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Like Van Wilder.
I wanted to find something to connect with, and that was the fraternity.
And that camaraderie that you're used to just having the homies around, right?
Yeah.
And so when we met, how did we get into rapping together?
That's what I wanted to ask you, bro. Like,
You remember?
I don't remember. Like, I don't
Okay.
even know like how that all started. I don't even remember how like we even started like the good ones and everything. Like
Yeah.
how like we just found ourselves like working with each other, bro. So I'd love to hear from your perspective, like how that all started.
I honestly don't know. That's why I wanted to ask you, because it's funny going back to some of these events as alumni and showing support. It always gets brought up, especially with some of our some of the people that we were active around.
I really don't know like what started the conversation of like, yo, you rap? Oh no, I rap too. Let's go make a track.
We just become best friends. So let me ask you, when did you first start writing then?
It was in high school.
Okay.
So I had homies once again, like in high school, that were, we were part of that group. Like we dabbled with everything in terms of like hip hop. We were into like the Four Elements.
Oh, yeah,
homies
yeah.
that were into like break dancing and
Yeah.
they were into DJing. DJing was actually the first thing that me and my homies got into.
Oh, you DJ'd?
Yeah, we like
Oh, I
say
didn't know that.
Q-Bird, and so we were learning how
Yeah.
to scratch and everything. I think everybody went through that phase, no? Or like
It was a
wanted
big
to.
thing, yeah.
yeah.
Like I feel like every Asian fan group, like there was always one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he had an older brother that was doing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Introduced
yeah.
you to it or something.
They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
passed it down, right,
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
next generation, which is kind of funny because, like, obviously, I think there's some age differences here between, Vice, definitely, and myself.
Whoa, what is that supposed to
Too
mean?
far along?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What year are you?
I graduated high school 2007.
4 years apart?
4 years? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a bigger difference. My bad.
What's that?
I'm just kidding, Vice.
Uh-huh.
Well, so we built rapport doing like just the rap stuff. We did it at like some of our events during the fraternity times. How did you get into the good ones? Because I joined you one summer,
Yeah.
but how did you start all of that? Like, how did that become a thought?
I think I was inspired. I was inspired by Pinoy Apparel.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there was a lot of that
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
I forgot about.
I was heavily involved into planning that with shout out to Justin Villanueva of Waffles.
Yeah.
So he really headed that Shirt the Kids charity
remember
event
that.
at San Diego State. Yeah, with like
Shoot.
Supreme Soul,
Yeah.
Ashley Robles, Bamboo, Blue Scholars. So like that started from Justin, and I was like, oh, dude, Justin. Like, and I was part of Ebert at the time with Alpha Psi Rho, and Justin was like, hey man, I want to really do this and support this cause and push it as far as to however we can go, and it just ended up becoming like a charity event, which I think is
Yeah,
probably one of the
cool.
dopest ones. But anyways, like, so I got exposed to Pinoy Apparel, and even before that, I think there was like a HBO show called The American Dream with Kid Cudi,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was like Kid Cudi and his homies or his homie, and it was like a journey for them to start their own like denim brand. And like they like he started off working at a denim store, then he ultimately just got fed up with his work, and then he found a supplier to cut the denim, and so it was just this journey to start his own denim line. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like I want to eventually do that. And then just my involvement, and I didn't plan on it, but like definitely that influenced me. And then my involvement with like this charity event and being exposed to Pinoy Apparel and their operations, like, yo, dude,
I could
this is
do
kind of
this.
sick. I can do this. I
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah.
something of my own. And then, I was just messing around with like a couple brands. Like the good ones wasn't even like the first brand. I think my first brand was like Mint. It was like,
Mint.
I remember that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
It was like mint condition. Like it's really just about being yourself. I had a shirt that said like "Love Yourself."
Oh,
I
that's cool.
remember that. Yeah.
So I was kind of ahead of the movement, ahead of my time. You know what I mean? Compared to what everyone's doing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, yeah, that's kind of whack.
Love yourself, man.
The name Mint, I
Okay.
just outgrew it. And then I was like,
Okay.
okay, what's the next one? Like, what's something that can resonate with people? And it was the good ones, and just getting on a good one. And then,
I remember that.
yeah, and then I think the first one that really hit it off was like Vice's design. And I don't even know how like that came about. It's like, yo, Vice, you call yourself the Juggernaut.
That was my nickname in the fraternity, right? But also I was doing this challenge for Cow's Mountain. So the Juggernaut challenge would be you hike the mountain all the way from the front to the back and then back again. And that's the challenge.
Which mountain is this?
Cowles.
Cowles.
Oh, Cowles. I
Yeah.
missed that. Sorry. Yeah.
And then so that became a thing, and then we just started getting people that wanted to join, wanted to do it, and then I ended up having like a plaque, like if you accomplish this, your name's on the plaque. And then I linked up with Alquizar because he had the good ones, and we're like, let's do a collab. And then everyone that was hiking bought a shirt too, and we sold like 100 shirts.
A good amount.
That
Yeah, like
summer?
we had like a good amount of support.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool at the time, like to do something like that.
What did that teach you as a brand owner?
I mean, because it ultimately failed, right? Like the team fell apart, and I think it just taught me like just business experience
Yeah.
in terms of like networking with the right people. And it was never really like my own self that was like pushing the brand. It was like other people that believed in what I wanted to stand for. Like man, like there was this influencer. I don't think it was it might have been with the good ones or
A different one.
yeah, or it might have been with Mint, but either one of those, like regardless of what brand, like I'm forever grateful for her. I don't know if you guys know who June Thea is. She was big on
familiar.
Tumblr, and so
Yeah.
she's no longer with us, and so God rest her soul or anything like that because
Okay.
something that happened. But she had like a huge following on Tumblr,
Okay.
and she just caught wind of my brand, and she posted it on a post, and even before like influencer was a thing back then, like because of that one post that led to like several orders, right? And then you being down for like the Juggernaut collab, like that also helped out. It's like, oh damn, it felt good to create something that people wanted to vibe with and to mess with, enough to like pay for it. You know what I mean? And what I always admired about Vicente, man, is like, dude, like who the heck creates a plaque for hiking up a mountain? Like where does that come from for yourself? Like why?
I think that's one of the things since college, you won't remember everything that, people do for you, but you'll always remember how you made them feel. I've always had that because of the experiences I didn't have growing up. And then once I got into college, I was like, what? Free reign? And that's when like everything kind of, came together.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, you want to make sure that each person that you connect with has a great experience with you.
Dude, like B Fig even did, our shots at the time.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Dude,
I
you
was about
still
to
have
say
those
that.
pictures?
Yeah, I still have them.
I
Man.
still have them.
We'll pop them up right here.
I think I still have it.
Dude,
I think I can pull it up right now.
I think B Fig even did like me and Christine's like graduation photos.
Yeah, I did.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember those.
That taught you business. So what did you actually major at SDSU?
I just wanted to get out of there. So
You're like done.
yeah. I originally went to state for business. I didn't have the grades to get into business because it was so impacted.
Oh, really?
So the next best
Impacted
thing was
major.
city planning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, public administration, city planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just went to the counselor. So these are the courses that I've taken. Like, what can I do to get out of here in 2 years?
Yeah.
Said public administration, and then I had to go back into you remember that catalog that I gave you at San Diego State?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, okay, public administration, what can I do? And so you start reading the descriptions, and just ended up just picking city planning, and then took the courses to graduate.
And you graduated in 4 years.
5.
What's one advice you'd give yourself now?
I think to enjoy it and to not take it for granted, because it's definitely, even though I feel like I didn't take its full potential, like that time of being part of San Diego State and being part of like just different networks, like it is helping me out even in my current career right now.
Yeah.
Right. And so like to think about, how much it's helping me out now, and to think about like how I could have, been more involved at San Diego State. I think that would, I think it would return like tenfold.
So San Diego State. Kristine went to San Diego State, but you guys did not meet there.
No, we didn't. No.
Oh.
Can you tell
I
us
thought
how you
guys
met?
did.
So Kristine is your wife.
Yeah, my wife. Yeah.
My wife.
We're diving
We're
into it.
getting personal. Huh?
Yeah. You said anything, so.
Yeah.
You said nothing was off limits on the thing. I think
Yeah.
Jason asked those questions, right? Yeah.
We met 8th grade.
Wow.
Challenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
8th
Challenger
grade.
Middle School. Okay.
So I've literally known Christine for like half my life.
Wow.
So far.
So walk us through it. 8th grade, Chris. What are you wearing? What's your style back then?
We were definitely wearing blue.
Like, what are the brands you're wearing?
Oh, man, dude.
Miller's Outpost? Was that a
Anchor
thing?
Blue. I think it was Anchor Blue.
Anchor Blue?
Anchor Blue
Okay.
at the time was like the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Because Miller's Outpost turned into Anchor Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just we were wearing blue.
Wait, no, did you guys meet like in? Did you like share a class together, or was it like?
Well, so I grew up in Mira Mesa, and she grew up in San Marcos.
Oh, wow.
okay.
I didn't know that.
So we actually met through a friend, because
Mutual.
a friend had gotten in contact with her, and then got invited to her birthday,
Okay.
and that's where we met. Was at her. I think it was at her 13th birthday.
At her 13th birthday,
her 13th
you met her.
birthday.
Oh.
Met her, yeah.
And you guys exchanged numbers? Like, what did...
That's quick, man.
No, what did the game look like back then?
Wow.
Like, I want to know how, like, that started. Because you don't have Instagram,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You're 13. Like you're
13.
Your
Yeah.
avenues for communication aren't that great, right?
So how did that work?
You got to pay for your minutes on yourself.
Oh crap! Yeah. You got it's free texting
parents,
before 6 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Was it
8
like
p.m.?
exchange AIM? Was AIM?
It was AIM. It was
Yeah.
definitely AIM. Also, too, as well. Like
AOL Instant Messenger for those who don't know.
running up our parents' phone bills. And we got in trouble like with that a lot.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about maybe like 200, 300.
Jeez, that's a lot.
You guys are talking
Yeah.
a lot.
That's a lot
dude.
back
There
then.
was a lot. Back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
I only talk on the nights of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what exactly? Yeah. And so, what's funny is like, I think my family has like a video of like, I guess, I think my sister's birthday or something.
Yeah.
And there's like a snippet of my dad or my mom telling me to get off the phone. Because like I'm on the phone during like a family party.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like talking on the phone or like
Talking-
a text? Okay.
Talking on the, literally like this is not dial up, but
Well, it's like the beginning
like the
of like,
beginning of it, like,
like
yeah.
high
Still-
speed, like
still cable phone, like
Yeah.
literally like
Oh,
you
landlines.
can't, landline.
oh, you were on the
phones.
landline.
Yeah.
You weren't even like
landline,
you weren't on
dude.
like a cell. I thought it was a cell phone. That's why
No,
you
it was
grew up
like
with the bill.
landline, dude.
No, it was
like
yeah.
it was landline.
Pager,
still,
right?
back
Or
in-
no? Is that way too far?
What was that?
Like you had a pager too?
No, I didn't have pager.
Okay,
I,
I
was,
had
pager.
I wasn't
Okay.
cool enough for that. I wasn't a drug
Okay.
dealer, so
Do you know the pager codes? Alphanumerics? Okay. All right.
I don't. Yeah, not until later. I knew 1-800-COLLECT.
Try to save your parents money, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1-800-CAL 822.
Oh my God.
So back to the 13th birthday.
Yeah.
Walk us down that interaction. I want to
As
know
he
that.
takes this
I
big
want to
sip.
know how.
I wonder how much of this is really going to be edited. It's like,
Not this part.
all right. So originally, she was. It was supposed to be my homie. So my mutual friend he was my homie, who had interest with Kristine
Oh
first.
wow.
Yeah.
Still homies today
We're still homies.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No hard
that you
feelings.
know of.
But yeah, exactly. I know we're still homies. But
Yeah.
like eventually, like stuff didn't work out with them. She
Oh,
ended up
okay.
hitting me up and like, hey, what's going on with your friend? Then nothing was going on, and then so I kind of swooped in. So I had no form of bro code at that age. At
Okay.
13.
Well, I mean, it's just like
Right.
you gave your homie a chance. He failed. It's like, all right.
Exactly. Oh, my turn. Sorry. So picked up the phone calls and
No grace period.
Okay.
that's a real story.
You dated for a while.
Uh,
When did you propose? Was this during college? After?
Man, it was after college. So
After
we ended
college,
up,
okay.
we ended up falling out.
Oh.
She we like freshman year or something of high school. Like
Okay.
I always considered her the one that got away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
You know, like you remember those old sad songs, R&B songs in high school.
That
You
Asian
broke up.
dream.
Let it burn.
Exactly.
Let it burn.
Crying in the rain. And,
You're like this.
Mom, like you're so emo. Like mom, dad, don't talk to me. I
Yeah.
don't even want to leave my room. I'm gonna be under the sheets. This hurts.
At least you're not on your phone spending $300 with phone
Yeah.
bill.
I'm pretty sure your parents were happy.
Yeah. So how did you reconnect then?
So I would say it's God 100%, man.
Okay.
Because I've always felt like she was the one for me, even though we were that young. But I kid you not, like actually, the reason why I joined San Diego State or why I went to San Diego State was because I knew that she was going to be there.
Oh no way.
Wait, how'd you
Yeah.
find out though?
For some reason, my parents and her parents would still get in contact somehow. Because
Okay.
I mean, being from Mira Mesa, being Filipino, being military background,
Yeah.
you always found yourself like in the same places for some reason. And so my parents would run into her parents either at Chowking Mira Mesa
Yeah.
or even like the exchange and on
Oh
base.
yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
Navy
Okay.
base. Yeah.
So they would exchange every now and then. They would say hi because eventually like her parents and my parents found out that we were going out, like back when we were originally going out, right?
Yeah.
We ended up splitting ways, breaking up. Like my parents would see her parents every now and then, and as we got to college going age, they caught wind, like they just exchanged, and my parents told me like, "Yo, Kristine's going to San Diego State." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Alex had a girlfriend at the time, right?
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
He moved
Okay.
on, man.
Yeah. So I found out that she was going to state. I was like, "Okay, you know what? It's either go to junior college or go to San Diego State."
Yeah.
Kristine's going to be there.
And he said, girlfriend over.
Go for it. So
Yeah.
literally my first day of being at San Diego State, guess
First
who I
day.
run into?
Kristine.
Christine.
Where?
Oh.
Like it was like on the
Fate.
walkway of like going up, like like Montezuma, how like there's that hill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then there's the computer area. That's
Computer labs. And, yeah. Okay.
Literally, I was just walking up, and I see her. I was like, oh,
In a sea of college students.
Yeah.
Take my breath away.
Slow motion.
Like
That's
clouds
how it
are just separating.
yeah,
The wind
yeah.
starts blowing.
Exactly. So, and she ended up being in the same stats class, but we,
Wow,
She-
first semester.
yeah,
Was that first semester you joined the fraternity too?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But
Okay.
but we didn't get together the first year.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. So I think we waited like a couple years. Like life happens, and did my thing. She did her thing, and then
Wait, but you saw her there, but did you like reach out or anything like that? It's like, hey, long time no see.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So there's like we kept in touch, and I tried to help her get an A in stats class, but she got an F.
Was that because of you or?
I wasn't focused on my stats, stats class at that time. I was
Yeah.
too busy pledging.
Wait, you got an F or she got an F?
She didn't pass, so
What did you get? You got
I
an F.
didn't pass either.
Oh, you didn't
I mean,
The F was for content.
and clip it.
Yeah. But yeah, so like we helped each other every now and then we even went like on like a mini date, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Was it official or not official, dude?
Not a, now it's official. Like when we talk about it, like
Yeah.
you know what you're doing.
I see.
So that official date, let's get into the official date. What did that look like?
It was raining.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
all right,
It was
booty.
raining. It was raining, and then we were gonna grab some Thai food. She said that her favorite spot was Thai. Like I knew of a spot down in Convoy where we could
course.
grab some food. And so hey, let's go grab some Thai food. So I had to drive down in my green Integra
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah, manual, of
Pull up
course.
to her. She was staying at her auntie's spot at the time, and then picked her up, and then we just went down to Convoy and just enjoyed some good Thai food.
Yeah. And then that's where your relationship blossomed from there.
Yeah, that's where the seed was planted, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forward.
Mhm.
Now you're ready to propose.
Yeah.
What was your mind? Like, what's the game plan?
Man, oh wow, that's crazy. So I proposed on Halloween.
Oh.
What year was this? How old were you? Did you graduate from college?
We already graduated from college. Like I don't remember these things. I'm so bad at remembering dates. Like I'm just lucky enough to know my wedding anniversary.
Just give us the event then. So
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
us through the
Yeah.
proposal.
So it took me 8 years to propose.
Okay.
Yeah, which she gives me crap for that. And to be honest with you, like for anybody that's out there, and like if you have a significant other and like this is your ride or die, like dude, like there's no amount of money, there's no amount of like security that you can have in your life that'll get you ready for marriage. Like if you know if you know that she's the ride or die, or if you know he's the ride or die, right? Like dude, what's holding you back?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't let it be money. Don't let it be the positioning or the jobs in your life to stop you from making that decision to be committed to one another. That's the one thing I wish I did sooner was like, okay, like I knew that she was the one and might as
Right.
well, like why take 8 years?
Mm.
So yeah, anyway,
Let's get
so
insight.
thank
Write
you.
that down.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down, Art.
So the game plan was, so I had gotten the ring and I wanted to get like the whole family involved, like, because her parents knew my parents, and,
Of course,
we're
yeah.
so fortunate just to have like great relationship with both of our parents and our parents to get along with each other. And so that's a huge blessing for us. And so I think we were actually we were volunteering at a church event. It was like a trunk or treat for the church.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
So-
kind of works out.
Yeah, so can you explain trunk or treat for those hearing it for the first time?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, because we live in different times now, right? We had to, people are figuring out ways to make trick-or-treating more child-friendly and child-safe. And so the church that we were part of at the time, they were hosting a trunk or treat event. So people would just pull up in their cars or even set up booths. And so kids can go into one location, supervise with their parents, and just get candy, right?
Yeah.
So we were volunteering at this event. Lucky it was at San Marcos. Her family lived in San Marcos.
Yeah.
And so the game plan was really just to have my family, her family, and our friends all in just one spot in her parents' place.
Okay.
Pop the question there, right? So we get done volunteering at this event, and then we pull up to her house, and it's only say 5-minute drive. Right?
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I have the ring in my pocket, and so it's
The whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
And a hole in your pocket.
So it's like bulging out. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I would not trust myself with just the ring.
Okay,
It's
no, that's fair.
That'd be
Yeah, I
nervous.
know myself too much. Dude, this is gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just how I really just want her family there and our close friends there just to celebrate this moment because it's been a long time, right? And so as soon as it's so funny, as soon as she opens the door, she sees everybody there.
Just looking at the door.
Yeah, I even think like an auntie's head popped out the
Oh,
door
really?
even before we opened the door.
That's so
I was like, oh gosh, okay.
Oh, as you're walking up, just
Yeah,
open the door.
Open the door. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
who's here? Who's here? And Christine's trying to play it off, she's like, what the heck is happening?
Oh, she
right?
knew.
It's pretty obvious at that
I don't
point.
think she knows, but
Yeah.
at that point, 8 years, right, in the
Yeah.
relationship, you have everybody there, what's going down, right?
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I don't think it was Halloween, but I think it was close to Halloween.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the original, my original, asked her to be my girlfriend, in college was Halloween. So I gave up my Halloween for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's
Oh.
why. Yeah, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
But yeah, I wanted to propose close to Halloween because that's close to our anniversary date.
That makes it easy to remember for you.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Well, they might give it an exact date, but
Yeah,
it's like,
it's-
oh,
it's
Halloween.
close,
I
it's
remember it.
close.
Yeah. And so she opens the door, her family's there, and I pop the question and I just start crying.
You start crying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
what is that
emotional.
feeling like then?
You just start to think about just the history,
Yeah.
right? The history, and you soak in just everybody that you love and care about, and that's played an integral part in your role, right? In the relationship is there, and so it's just an awesome moment.
Yeah.
A long time coming, and then pop the question, enjoyed each other's company, enjoyed the friends and family's company, and then I think after that we ended up going to Orange County for a staycation or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you propose, you get married. When did you get into your faith, heavy in your faith? Because in college, I don't think that was as heavy or present. What was the moment where you're like, oh, shoot?
I would say college messed me up.
Oh, did it?
Not messed me up, but it made me question things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I grew up Catholic. So
Yeah.
being from Mira Mesa, being
Yeah.
Filipino,
Filipino, yep.
yeah. So I grew up Catholic, and so I did the whole thing, the whole 9
Good
yards,
Shepherd?
right? Good Shepherd.
Okay.
Did the faith formation class, CCD, got confirmed in the Catholic Church, and I was already book smart, right? I can answer questions and whatnot. But there was no relationship involved. It was more about okay, just get really good at these tasks, and
Yeah.
that's how I saw it, right?
Yeah.
And so freshman year of college, I took a philosophy 101 class.
Okay.
And so
That'll do it.
it was, man.
Yeah.
It was 100%. It was pretty convincing too, because I was listening to hip hop at the time, underground hip hop, and there's already this inkling of oh, what happens if God is a woman, and what's just the universe and whatnot, right?
Right.
And so essentially, I took this philosophy 101 class at San Diego State, and then it essentially helped me formulate the opinion that all religions are the same. As long as you're a good person and you do the right things and you do golden rule, you'll be fine. Which, don't get me wrong, I think that's a good way to live your life for sure.
It's a way, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's it's personal or substantial, in my opinion. Right? Each and every single person. You're more than welcome to have your own opinion. But I would say, like, in terms of like faith and religion, like, can you actually have that relationship around what you believe in, right? Whatever it might be. Maybe it is being Muslim or Islamic, right?
Right.
You know, Mormon, right? I believe I'm a Christian,
Yeah.
right? So eventually, you know, after college, I got reintroduced to the faith by a friend who I trust, who actually ended up becoming my best man in my
Oh, wow.
marriage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Shout out to,
Chris Bognat.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he took me to Rock Church.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Which one in Point Loma?
Point Loma.
Okay.
And I've never been to like a Christian church,
Mm-hmm.
and so I've always heard things
Yeah.
like, yo, these cats are like in church for like 2 hours, 3 hours. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, these people are weird.
Well, half the time is like singing and, you know, worship, right?
Exactly. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, like, I've always had this opinion about, you know, Christians, and you know what I mean. I'm like, dude, these guys are weird. Like, man, like Jesus freak type stuff. you know?
Yeah.
I would never be there, right?
Yeah.
But my buddy, I was always curious. I heard about Rock Church at the time. He invited me there, and then I'm just listening to the message. I don't even know what the message was about, but like, you know, I'm listening to the worship. I'm listening to the message, and then I just start bawling out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, just got to you, huh?
Yeah, it just got to me. It got to me. Like, I just started bawling out of nowhere, and
And it was
Either-
just the message, not the worship part.
yeah, it was just I think it was everything, dude.
It was just like
hearing
Yeah,
the messaging around, like, because obviously, like, you know, we're lyricists, bro. You know, you know?
you're dissecting it the whole time.
we're paying attention to the lyrics.
You're
we're
trying to
hearing the
rebuttal?
harmony. Like,
Rebuttal.
yeah. How do I remix this?
spaghetti.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's the whole experience, and then just listening to the message, I end up just bawling out of nowhere. I couldn't explain it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then I got saved that day.
Mhm.
And then so that started my journey with figuring out, like, what does it mean to have a relationship with Jesus, a relationship with God. And I think that's a forever, like, that's a journey that, you know, it's going to continue for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And so I want to say that's probably the difference there, was the encouragement of having a relationship and really spending time to figure out, like, what does that look like for you? And he's definitely, like, blessed me in so many different ways.
Who was the pastor at that time, at that moment? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Miles.
Oh, Miles. Okay.
Yeah, Miles McPherson. Yeah, so former Charger, and he has an
Oh,
awesome
wow.
testimony too as well. Yeah.
Did you start speaking in tongues in this journey? No?
No, I just started crying.
Is that a common thing now?
I wouldn't say so. No, and I think, you know, to each his own. I think that you know, what if tongues ends up happening for some
Yeah.
people. So if you guys know what tongues are, like, people sometimes when you worship or during music, sometimes, like, they'll start, you know, saying weird things that you can't, you know, understand.
Yeah.
I think each person has their own, you know, relationship with God, and if that's how God, you know, prompts them to celebrate Him, like, so be it. Like, I'm not here to judge anyone and judge anyone for what they believe in or anything like that, but I've seen it, yeah, for sure.
I just bring that up because I grew up in a Christian church, but it was traditional Christian, where you're like getting judged. And that's why, like, I stopped going to, you know, church,
Yeah.
because it was like, why am I going to church when I don't feel support?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I started going to the church again, and it's this like new modern church where the pastor looks like you. Like, the pastor has tattoos as well. I was like, I didn't know you can have tattoos and be a Christian,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And so, like, that's what I gravitate to. But I remember growing up, just tongues was pretty heavy.
Wow.
Yeah. And then going into like the modern day church, it's not, I don't know. Is it called modern day church or?
I don't think there is. Well, I think it's called non-denominational,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? Non-denominational Christian church,
Mm-hmm.
which is funny because it's like non-denominational is still a denomination.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think, you know, I think my view around that, right, or like depending on how people practice their religion, especially in Christianity, is like, and this is a recent conversation that I've been having with like Kristine and my friend group, is like, you know, when you hear someone involved in faith and believing in God and believing in Jesus, and you think of the word holy, you think like, oh, they're like, you know,
Sounds harsh, yes.
like it's like, you know, it's like, you know, you're glowing, right? Like, you're something.
I don't think he glowed, but yeah.
sound art.
I forgot.
You can do the voice. Right?
But you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like you're expected to be like the shining example.
That's what I was
There
saying.
it is.
You're expected to be like the shining example, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which we're called to. We're called to be better, but also like we're also human,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And I think with that mindset now, it's like, okay, yes, we're all trying to be better, but I can't expect them to be Jesus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jesus was the only one that was perfect.
Yeah.
Other than that, like anybody here on this world is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We all fall short.
Mhm.
But what I should expect with my Christian community is more grace and mercy available to us because they believe in Jesus,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what we all need. And that's how he calls us to interact with non-believers too,
Mhm.
right? It's not to spew out hate,
Yeah.
to say what's right or wrong.
Mhm.
It's for us to deliver grace and mercy, the same grace and mercy that we don't deserve
Yeah.
to other people and have that available to them through us.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's how my view is with the church right now is I don't hold them to a higher standard. I do hope that they give me more grace and mercy because I still recognize myself to be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that the faults that you go through with dealing with people are just as much very well in the church than it is outside of the church,
Definitely. That's good. So from college, relationship, marriage, church, now you're leading into a family.
Yeah,
How's that feeling being a first-time father?
man. It's you're feeling two opposite feelings at the same exact time.
Okay.
Which is what two opposite feelings.
If I had to say right now, I would say
Okay.
frustration and happiness.
Oh, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah.
All right. Explain.
Yeah, because I mean, like, dude, like they can't communicate with you.
Uh-huh.
Like they can't say words like how we're communicating or express themselves. They only know like, okay, cry, scream, yell, giggle, laugh. Right? They'll try to word off things, and so it's crazy though. It's crazy like how much you actually get done with them, and they're not able to clearly communicate with you. So there's the frustrations of that, but also them growing and doing their growing pains. But it's just like the most rewarding feeling ever.
How old is was it daughter, son?
Son.
Okay.
His name is Abel. He's
Of course.
18 months right now.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little over a year. Yeah.
Walking around then.
Yeah.
Walking around,
Yeah.
running, jumping on
Running?
couches, running, bumping his head. And so like you want to be as protective as possible, but also you want to give enough like room for them to explore, right?
Yeah.
And just to flourish, which is crazy because like even within 1 year old, like when he started walking, he would kick the soccer ball.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I'm for sure you didn't get that from me because I never played soccer, and Vice knows my athletic ability. And
Did you play sports?
I played sports, yeah, football.
Okay.
Tried to play basketball, but you know the history of that. I wasn't the most athletic. Let's just keep it at that. But I worked hard.
Yeah.
Now it's golf, and so golf has been fun. But yeah, I mean, taking care of Abel, man, like it's two feelings at the same exact time, and he's a huge blessing for us.
Do you feel like he takes more after you or after your wife, or
I think it's a mixture of both.
like a good kind of 50-50? Yeah?
I think his personality is more so my wife. Like he's very outgoing.
Okay.
But like the way that he gets mad is like me.
What about looks wise?
Looks wise, I would say me. I
Yeah?
would say me. But there are certain like angles where like, oh, okay, yeah, he does look like Kristine. You know?
Does he for sure have like something like, does he have like your nose or like your eyes or anything like that? Is it too early to tell kind of thing?
Eyebrows for sure.
Eyebrow? Okay.
Unibrow.
Oh, he's got a unibrow? Okay.
Yeah, no, he's close to it.
Okay.
But same shape head. Should just show a picture.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just send us a picture. We'll put it right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the family says he definitely looks like me for sure.
Okay.
Chip off the old block.
Let's get into what you do now. How did you know you wanted to be a mortgage advisor? Like, what got you to that path?
I don't think no one knows they want to be a mortgage advisor. To be honest.
You just kind of fall into it, right?
Just
What
gotta
was your
fall into
gateway,
it.
like,
Your gateway drug
My gateway drug to being a mortgage lender.
was money.
Because you went from city planning, you graduated with city planning.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you have a
yeah.
job at that time related to, like,
No, not at all.
Real
man.
estate or-
Not at all. Like so I don't know how you guys felt about like graduating college, right? Like I still felt like I didn't have anything figured out.
yeah.
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 Like my first job out of college was my mom got me like this admin position at her work.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nepotism, yeah.
Yeah, nepotism, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, there's a job opening. Just go apply for it and let's see if you get it. And so they got me in, and I was doing, supply chain management.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Supply just by, I mean, I didn't go to school for supply chain or anything. I mean, it was just like, okay, nepotism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was cool because like the guy that I was working with was trying to teach me the ropes, and I think he was kind of trying to like groom me to be like the next person to take his role, right? But I could not get over the fact that like, man, I literally went to college just to be in the same car as my mom going to work when she was dropping me off at school, like kindergarten. You know what I mean? So I was like, dude, which is cool. Like I love my mom. I love my mom to death. She's like so supportive, super awesome. But like I could not just like, you know, get over that fact. And so eventually like it just didn't work out. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to do this. I quit, you know?
Okay.
Then I hopped into sales. I was doing like online sales with homes.com. And so, you know, I just hopped around different sales positions. And then eventually, I got into, I'll share this on this podcast. I got into multi-level marketing.
Of course.
Okay.
So network marketing, which was interesting to say the least. I think at the time we were doing like healthy energy drinks.
That's right.
Yeah. There was a huge move.
I never heard that. Yeah.
So I've been exposed to like companies like USANA, Legal Shield, Herbalife, which was cool. I mean, the idea of residual income, passive income, I think excites everybody.
Yeah.
Right. And then eventually I found a company and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And it was fun because like I was setting my own schedule, setting my own time, meeting different people. I was able to jumpstart different sales teams in different states. And I think at the time the product made sense. Just generationally speaking, like healthy energy drinks. I think people were already drinking energy drinks. Why not make it healthy and make money off of it?
Yeah.
See, I'm already pitching you guys right here.
Old habits die hard, man.
I would have signed up Brian right there.
Nah, usually with those sorts of things, I leave them along and I just basically waste their time.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Which I think is great practice for them because I think that's where I got most of my sales experience. Like, don't get me wrong, like I think there's the goods and bads of everything, right? Especially in that industry.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I made it to a rank where I got the BMW, which is pretty cool.
Pretty high up there, yeah.
Yeah, pretty high up there. And then eventually is it the FTC or the SEC? The FTC shut the company down.
What?
Yeah. Shut the company down.
Federal Trade Commission.
I think the company had to change their name. I still order their products right now.
Really?
It's just a vitamin.
Okay.
It's like liquid vitamins.
Yeah.
So now being 35, like, yo, we got to take our vitamins.
You got to take care of your body, man. You only got one body.
Yeah.
Support.
But, you know, when that whole ordeal got done with, I had to find a job. Yeah. So I did that for maybe like 2 years, 2-3 years. So I was like heavily invested in trying to make it happen, thinking I was going to make it big. And you were on the way there. Yeah, I was on the track there. It was fun while it lasted. Learned valuable experience and met so many different people. Like, dude, I drove from San Diego to Salt Lake City, Utah.
That's a long drive, man.
Yeah.
That's a long
By yourself?
By myself. Jeez. Yeah, dude. I flew out to like Florida to build teams, Georgia to build teams. And I was like sleeping in like airports.
Crazy.
Yeah, just to make a dream happen.
Were you using your own product, the energy drinks, the healthy energy drinks?
I mean, I had to drink it anyways. I was spending money on it anyways.
Oh, you're using your own supply?
Using your own supply, right?
Were you like driving and you're like, man, this is not working?
Yeah. Like,
that's why they shut down.
Yeah.
Let me get something that works.
So I learned sacrifice those 2 years, but eventually that all got taken away from me.
Yeah.
And so luckily I had my faith during that time to like get me through the tough times. And so I had to go back into the workforce. You know, even before that, I was like, you know, I was a shoe salesman at Roadrunner.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was working graveyard at 24 Hour Fitness.
Yeah.
So, eventually, you know, my homie, once again, my best man, Christopher Bognat, shout out to him and his mom. They got me my start at the mortgage industry.
Okay.
But on the admin end.
Okay.
So I was doing more of like operations and processing and really just like, you know, regular like 9-to-5 corporate job behind a computer, just doing like, I want to say menial tasks for production.
Yeah.
And I got sick of it. I was like, dude, there's got to be something more to this.
Yeah.
You know?
Something better.
Something better.
Yeah.
And so I told myself if I ever got back into sales, it would be like a higher ticket item.
Okay.
Right.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank God, like an opportunity came, and there's just a couple things that's aligned really well. And so I had an opportunity to go join the sales end for mortgages. And so that's when I hopped in. Like I had to learn the business. I want to say at least like a year or 2 years before I went out to do my own thing. And so that's how I got into mortgages.
Nice.
Long road, but you got there.
Yeah.
It really does make it seem like no one just wakes up and like, man, I want to be a mortgage lender.
Exactly. I want to sell debt.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you find challenging in your position right now, and then what are some of the rewarding things?
I think the most challenging thing is, it's just getting new business and then dealing with personalities.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like a big decision, like buying a home, right? I think it's very easy in this industry to be very transactional.
Yeah.
Which I don't, that's not part of my philosophy. Like we understand the magnitude of what it means to take out a mortgage. This is like the biggest debt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The biggest asset that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Right. I truly believe in what I do, and the way that I execute is different compared to most people. Because to be honest with you, like not to talk bad about other agents or other lenders, because of the price tag, because of the commissions that they can make. I mean, you've seen Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
I think it gets very easy and very enticing to be transactional.
Yeah.
Right. But really what we're doing is we're helping people partake in, the biggest wealth generator that they're going to have in their life. Right. So I think the hardest part, and what's funny is Kristine, she works in the ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's dealing with people that are dying. Right.
Yeah.
But it seems like I'm more stressed at times because she's dealing with different personalities.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Constantly too.
yeah. And I think it's like with anything that you do, right? Like the best part about what you do is you're dealing with people. Mm-hmm. The worst part about what you do is you're dealing with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel that.
I think the most rewarding thing is like truly like when you find people that really appreciate what you do for them and they recognize like the hard work that you're doing. That's when it's like really, really meaningful to me.
Yeah. And I just want to give you your flowers and give you just a shout out, because I feel like when it came time to me and Nadine getting serious, and we even talked about buying a house even before marriage. We wanted to invest. The first person I thought of was you. I like, not because all the knowledge you knew, because our relationship, and I trust that you would do it in a genuine way where it wasn't transactional. And I just knew that from the good ones, from our rap days, our fraternity days.
You guys go right back.
Yeah. And I'm like, who's in my corner? And so I thought of two people, you as, I don't know if you were the mortgage advisor at the time or loan officer. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. So our loan officer, and then our real estate agent was someone we knew from church, who we grew up with. But shout out to you, because if it wasn't for you, we'd probably not be here today. This room right here,
or the setup,
yeah, I got to contribute to you, like from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you, man. Thank you, and thank you for you and Nadine for trusting me. And then even at the time, like I had my own insecurities of like doing business with like friends and family.
It's always tough.
I don't know, like how you guys feel like in your line of work, especially like doing the media that you guys do, like when you talk about pricing and whatnot, like it can get awkward. But I think I've gotten to a point where like, yeah, man, I really feel like friends and family should use me, because I'm going to give it to you 100, and like we're going to do solid by you. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for trusting me in that and giving me a shot.
The difference with you, it's what's your intent, and I feel like your intent as well. Yeah. Before I forget, I have something for you. Well, it's actually, for your son.
Oh, okay.
Nadine put together. You don't have to open it up here, but before I forget, because it was sitting by my side, I just thought of it. I just want to appreciate.
It's a white bag.
Let's check it out.
He's
opening it now. He's opening it now.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, it's cute. Yeah.
Good night,
Snuggle
bear.
Bunny. Yeah.
Dude, Abel loves books, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's like
For the audio listeners, it's a Good Night Little Bear, the little reading book, children's book.
Just little snacks,
Snack.
But just having those moments where you can spend time with Abel.
Yeah.
Because I know, so let's go back to the conversation we had.
Yeah.
One of your biggest fears. Do you remember this conversation we had?
I don't remember this.
Was he sober?
But you said one of your biggest fears is not having time for your son.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
explain?
Yeah, man. So, because, well, I think just in general, like for everybody, like life is
Right.
Yeah.
demanding. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then us as men and being like heads of households, like I feel like there's like this certain pressure that, we have to provide, right? And so, one of my biggest fears, and I'm surprised I shared this with you, dude.
Yeah.
I even forget.
I was
how
like,
this
out of
conversation
all
started.
people, you shared
Yeah,
it with
dude.
me.
Yeah.
When did he share it with you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You just remember
We
it?
just have random conversations, you know?
Okay. All right.
I
Like that.
Casual conversations.
Creating
Casual
community. Go on, you were saying?
yeah. My biggest fear is just not being there for Abel because I'm too busy trying to work and provide for my family. Which I've definitely grown and matured around that topic. And I think because of the society that we live in today, work from home,
Yeah.
we're actually like more in our kids' lives than our parents ever were.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. But you still like hold yourself to a standard. But yeah, that's my biggest fear is like missing those moments because I'm too busy trying to make a living and not like live my life,
Yeah. So when it comes to choosing a name for Abel,
Mhm.
I know you, like as a lyricist, there's a meaning behind everything. Right?
Yeah.
Did you have is there a backstory to choosing Abel's name?
Did you choose it? Did your wife choose it? Was it mutual?
It originated from me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I chose Abel because I wanted him to be like the next weekend. It's a dual meaning. It's a dual meaning.
All right.
So
All right. Go on.
it's a dual meaning. It is partly because of that. Because I am a fan of The Weeknd.
Oh,
I love
okay.
his songs.
Have you seen him live?
Not yet, dude. I wanted
Oh,
to.
dude.
I wanted to.
You
man.
have
But now, you know.
Yeah.
he's
Right,
here.
Art?
Oh, you seen him live, Art?
Coachella.
That one Coachella,
Live,
the one
man.
the one episode we shared together?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah. Amazing. Like I was like, oh wow, like because I wasn't really too much of a fan of his, and then after I was just like, damn, that's really good. Like he sounds just like the album. Like, it's like it's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely a good show.
Yeah. And I was like, is he singing to me? Like that's the feeling because
It's like
I
you're
was
holding a bag of Doritos.
like I wasn't a fan too, and I was like, he could sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I would put him up there with Beyonce.
Oh,
That's
you've
how.
seen him too?
Yeah. I
They-
mean the
they were at
Coachella
the
episode.
same, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm feeling FOMO right now. Have you seen him?
I have not seen it live. So I'm with you. I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
Date night, take Christine, go to a
Yeah.
weekend concert.
I think that's definitely a concert that I want to go
Yeah.
to. I've been to a lot of Kanye concerts.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, like Jesus.
Let's talk about that. How did you get into being like a Kanye fan? Because I know like not just his music, but his apparel, like just the clothing. Like what about him? Like when did that happen?
Man, dude.
It's a graduation
I can't.
before.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to like discredit myself or anything.
Okay.
I don't think it was even graduation, dude.
Okay.
Like I knew he was there, but I think when it really started kicking off was like when Yeezy started coming out. Obviously,
Okay.
like me being a family of like Jordans, like
Yeah.
It's natural.
it's new
Yeah.
hot shit, dude. And I think even at the time, like when Ultra Boosts were kicking off, right?
Mhm.
When Ultra
Okay.
Boosts were kicking off, it's like, okay, cool. And then I saw Kanye being involved with that. I was like, okay, it's dope. And then I started hearing more of like Kanye and his thoughts and philosophy. Like, oh, dude, so this guy's like, he's speaking some valid points.
Yeah.
And not just the sound bites, but like, the podcast that he's been on. So I've been like, some of the stuff that he's been saying like, made really sense to me. And then it was the music,
Mhm.
right? And then when he got saved, I was like, oh, dude, okay, now I really, mess with this guy.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the concerts that I went to in the beginning were around like, when he was in his Christian era.
Mm.
Now he's not in that, not so much, but
No.
And some other things. we don't talk about that.
yeah.
What's the last concert you went to? Was it the one in the Forum?
I think so, dude. I think so. I think that was the last time that we saw Kanye was the Forum and was the Jesus King album.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Bruno Mars is a fire performer.
Oh yeah.
You only just found that out now?
No, this was a while back. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, he's good. He's good live too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen them, but
Before we move on from, being a mortgage advisor, is there any advice that you want to give or some behind the scenes that people should know about the work that you do?
That, they might not know about or anything.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Oh,
Sorry, my bad.
Go.
We didn't finish the whole Abel.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we get into 10. Yeah, okay, go back to it.
Yeah. So Abel is the weekend, but also too, like the definition was our God is able. So that's the
Is that how it's spelled too?
Abel. So
like Cain
it's
and
Abel. It's a
Abel.
plain word, like Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Also
got
Abel's
it.
in the
Dang,
book.
that's pretty beautiful. Yeah.
Which is kind of also pretty like gory too. Like Abel's the first death in the Bible, first murder.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Because Abel is an IVF baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went through IVF.
Can you explain that? What does that mean for people that don't know what that is?
Like Jason.
I don't know.
No,
The
I'm
exact,
kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know the exact terminology, but
In vitro fertilization. Yeah.
yeah, there you go, in vitro
Okay.
fertilization.
Damn, see, I knew that. Do it.
So we got married, and we ended up we gave it a couple years,
Okay.
and we could not have kids, just because of like other health things and whatnot.
Everyone's
And
different. Yeah.
everyone has their own journey, and so. Quick note, like if anyone's listening to this podcast and you're with your significant other and things aren't happening, like it doesn't hurt to get a health checkup because that's when you really
That's good.
start to find out certain things, right? So we ended up finding out that we have to go through IVF, and thank God we had the resources to do so.
Yeah. It ain't cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all. But and 100%, like I have, like women receive, they need to receive their flowers, period, because like
Yeah.
things that they go through to just get pregnant and then also to give birth and then to raise a kid, it's a lot.
It's not easy,
It's not, bro.
especially to get pregnant.
Yeah. And then
Our job's easy. And it's just,
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I took it there. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We got a pretty easy
Try
job.
again.
We got a pretty easy job.
All right, back to
But for first try of
Yeah.
first trial of IVF, like it went through, thank God.
Oh,
And like we were, that whole journey, whole process was definitely faith testing. And when it finally happened, like the trials didn't even stop there. Abel's actually deaf on the right side.
Oh,
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has microtia.
Yeah,
So his right ear is not fully developed. But dude,
like no sounds at all.
no sound at all.
Oh.
So he has to wear like a hearing aid on the right side.
Oh wow,
left side's good, right?
Yeah, left side's good.
Okay. Okay.
But dude, man, he's just been, he's been progressing like so well.
Yeah.
And just the amount of like motor skills he has and the communication, like, dude, it's been amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And so like for him
Fighter.
to be a testament of like, our God is able, like
Yeah.
100% like true. Like, dude, we shouldn't even have a kid right now, but here we are, we have a kid, and he's now 18 months old. He's healthy, he's functioning, and he's, thriving. Like it's amazing, dude. So I'm extremely grateful to be a father.
I mean, I commend you guys because it takes a lot of patience. But even to Abel, that's a lot to go through. But every time I see Abel, he's like running around doing his stuff.
He's like one. I don't think he knows what's going on quite yet.
Yeah.
He thinks it's normal right now. It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, everyone can't hear on the right ear.
And I just want to point out, Chris, because I see it more. You smile more now that you have a son in your life. It's great. Well, I mean, just for those that don't know, Chris, you're serious sometimes,
Yeah.
But it's a good progression to see since we've met to where you're at right now with family and everything, and to see you happy. So I just
Appreciate
want
it,
to give you your flowers for that.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. 100%, dude. Like, I think Abel and having a son is bringing out a different side of me that was never really a priority. Like, wanting to be present and wanting to, like you were saying, like the last episode, like have that balance, or like, learning to live life and not just, and fully enjoy it and not just be there, right? Because there's a difference with just going through like the daily things and being fully invested in it,
Yeah.
And I was never about, like, it was tough. It's tough for me to be about that.
Yeah. So
But here you are.
yeah, here you are today. So back to mortgage advisor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to kind of recap on that, like, what are some things that, either people might not know, or some kind of tips that you might want to give, or, something about what you do, right?
Yeah. Man,
What do you want people to know?
Yeah.
I think what I want people to know is it's really not something to be anxious about. Like I was just having this conversation like a couple weeks ago, because the person had shared with me, like, she was a bit, anxious about the process of getting pre-approved and like buying a home.
Yeah.
It's a big step.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah. And, she said that the reason why she was anxious was she just didn't know what the outcome was going to be. Which that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown, uncertainty, right? And for quite some time, like I never really understood that, or like, why is there so much angst around that? I don't know. Do you guys have any experience around that?
It's just like, mortgage is usually like a scary word when you become an adult. Like, and you see your parents like complaining about it all the time. You hear about it all the time. It's just, it's kind of big thing. And like, for all it's just a big amount of debt that just hangs over your head like the sword of Damocles, just hanging over there. So it's a big scary thing, and it's all you're using it to buy a house and all that, and that's another big step too. So it's like a lot of compounded kind of things.
And it's a big commitment, and you also got to be vulnerable too, and you got to be real with yourself. With some of the things, but also be able to work on some of the things after getting like advice from someone like you. You're saying something, Art?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I think all of that, but then also too, it's like it becomes like this big responsibility. Like I feel like your life has to change a little bit. Like you have to be a little bit more on top of things. You can't be as like lackadaisical about your job, or now it's like you have to work, you have to have income. Like I feel like you can add more pressure to yourself once you're kind of locked in for 30 years or whatever. And then you're like, well, now
depending on your percentage rate,
like now I have to like not be unemployed, or how am I, I think,
how am I going to make this
especially
work?
like a lot of overthinkers are like, well, what happens if I do lose my job sometime in the future, or if I get hurt, or like, how am I going to handle this? So
I think that's a great point. So it's almost like marriage, right? Like, dude, forever.
Like, no one else ever.
You heard that, Kristine?
Forever.
Tell us how you really feel.
Forever. What's the Sandlot?
Forever.
Which makes sense, and I think now hearing it from you, because obviously like I've been in the industry since like 2019 and being exposed to it. Like sometimes I can be numb to those facts, right? But that is a huge point. Like 30 years for sure, but also too as well, like for anybody that's out there where like home ownership is important, and you see like eventually you do want to make that happen, and you do see it part of like your wealth plan on how you want to grow your wealth. There shouldn't be any fear or anxiety around that. You should just have a willingness to learn, and you should have the right people around you to teach. Because like I mentioned before, like it's very easy for this industry to be very transactional. And as soon as you say you want to buy a home, boom, you're out there gonna go buy a home. Like, no, dude, like if that's not the service that you want, you don't have to tolerate that service. Nobody can make you buy a home. Nobody can make you, get a mortgage. Nobody can tell you the monthly payment that you should have. That's something that you yourself should have. You have agency over. You know what I mean? If the numbers don't work out, then at least right? Then now you have to find other ways to invest in your wealth. And I think that's what I want to encourage people who are listening to this. If you want to become a homeowner, it's important to you. Don't be fearful about it. Be curious, and be able to just learn and find people that want to teach you around that. But also know that you have agency. Nobody can make you do anything.
And find people that will be real with you instead of like transactional.
Yeah, like
trying
Sonny.
to make another sell. Like Sonny.
Not to plug his own business here, but he is a mortgage advisor, and he is a pretty cool guy.
1-800-COL.
Come on, you got to support him. He has a son now.
He has a son now. All right. We like to play games on the show, such as this or that. Would you rather? Name your price. One must go. Pick your poison. Most likely 2. This episode, we're playing This or That.
I got a game for you guys.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
And now, a word from our sponsor. Santee Community Pharmacy is your trusted family-owned and operated pharmacy, located at 9836 North Magnolia Avenue, Santee, California. They offer a full range of services, including prescription, medications, over-the-counter drugs, immunizations, health screenings, and medication therapy management.
that's right, Art. Plus, they provide free delivery within the East County area. With over 20 years of experience, they offer competitive cash prices for those without insurance. Give them a call at 619-777-1000. That's 619-777-1000.
Tell them the boys at the Brewing Pod sent you for a 15% discount on any of Santee Community Pharmacy's over-the-counter products. Again, located at 9836 North Magnolia Avenue in Santee, California. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh,
Is that what I think it
That's
is?
why you were bringing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. All right. What's the game, Alquizar?
So I wanted to call back to Rom's episode. You guys had Rom bombs, so
Yeah.
I decided to bring some balut bombs.
Bullet
Oh
bombs.
my gosh.
For those who are not aware, that is
Like
raw duck
fertilized
egg. Yeah, first
egg,
fertilized duck
duck
egg.
egg.
Yeah.
Okay, how are we going to do
Wait,
this?
where'd you get it from?
So there's a well, it's almost like Seafood City up in
Right.
Temecula.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know like you had an option of like buying it cooked or not cooked, but my mom cooked it. So
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this?
I mean, usually it's just like I just crack it like an actual egg. And just,
but which side though?
The less sharp end, the more round end.
yeah, because the more rounded it has like
has
the little
the
like the
air
air
bubble.
pocket. Yeah, little air bubble thing. So you get it from there.
Grab one.
Yeah,
So you saying this end?
the fatter end. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you crack that end because there's like a little air bubble in there. Yeah, because I think if you remember when I was like, I just like the soup more than the actual thing.
Get some ASMR.
Some egg cracking. Right now the boys are cracking the egg. Jason just took a sip. Yeah.
Cheers, sweet cheers.
Cheers! You're gonna cheers your egg.
It's looking at me.
Wait, are you serious?
Don't look at it in the eyes.
Oh, man. Cheers.
Oh, I haven't drank
Sipping.
the soup
Okay,
yet.
cool.
Yeah.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
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 Riot.
Cheers, bros.
Nice.
Oh, man. This
What a
is
treat,
good.
man.
How'd you feel about like Fear Factor and having the whole like bullet thing? Like, you felt offended or?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like, I don't know what they're tripping about.
Yeah.
Like, there's worse things to do, like
Yeah.
being in all those like live bugs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not used to the culture, you know?
I'm not gonna lie though, like if it like is a fully formed chick, I get a little freaked out. Like growing up, I never noticed like the chick.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
like you were just eating it already. It's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Or I didn't see it.
All right.
Mm.
You ever think about like back in the day? It's like how far can I take this egg that I can still eat it? You know?
So I think there's a version where it's like not.
It's hairy.
That's what she says.
How do I zoom in on this?
Show it on camera.
Yeah, that's a little like fully formed. It looked like half formed.
Speaking of IVF,
You gonna make Abel learn his roots and eat this one day?
I would, yeah.
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 Honestly, because like when I saw it on Fear Factor, I was like, why they tripping, dude? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I eat this on the regular.
Oh, no, of
you know what
course,
I mean? But
yeah.
like, is it that wrong? You know?
It's just messy, huh?
I mean, it depends. If you're a vegan, yeah, it's wrong.
That's the only thing I don't like about bullet is like it just takes a long time.
Takes a while. Yeah.
It's worse than shrimp, dude.
Oh. Well,
I think
I
I
don't know.
got most of
I've got a system for shrimp. I peel them pretty quick.
Like crabs is a tough one for me.
I got most
Well,
of
crabs,
it.
you got to work for it.
Yeah,
you know?
most of it.
You're just gonna down the whole thing in one go.
I'm going to bite it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I'm just going to
You guys-
nibble on it.
you're just gonna nibble on it.
Cheers.
That means I got a whole piece.
All right.
There you
Nice.
go.
Two, three.
For all the listeners.
Eating it. Like a
Mm.
Describe the flavors you're tasting, fellas.
Just like duck.
Okay. Is it savory? Is it flavorful?
A little hairy.
A little hairy?
It tastes more of the yolk, dude.
I've been into the fetus first because I want the yolk to be the last thing I taste.
Yeah, should we just step away and just wash our hands real quick?
All right. Random fun. Today we're playing this or that. It's a simple, fun game where participants choose between two options presented to them. So in the spirit of Halloween, we have selected iconic Halloween elements to choose from. Now let's play.
All right.
Now, before we begin, Art.
Oh, do I got some blood on my
You saw it, right? You saw it? Okay.
You got a little fetus on your lip.
Little cartilage, little bone.
Yeah.
When we play random fun, our guest goes first. Just a heads up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
This or that. Vampire or werewolf? And what would your modern day favorite dish would be?
How does that relate?
Related if you were a vampire or a
Oh,
werewolf.
if you were. Oh, so you're
Yeah.
choosing if you
Okay.
want to be one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
okay.
what would your dish be?
Okay.
So,
Shoot.
Sonny. Vampire or werewolf?
You team Edward or?
That's what I was thinking. Like, I would be Team Jacob, werewolf.
Okay, you're
Werewolf,
welcome.
For the sake of this game, I feel like the easier question or the easier answer would be vampire, and then Diniguan.
Wait.
Ah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that too. That was
Good
gonna be my thing.
Right?
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I was gonna I'd be a vampire, just have human dinuguan, you know?
Human cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's your choice, vampire?
Yeah, I'd be vampire,
yeah.
dude.
Just for the sake of this game,
You could fly, dude.
yeah, for the sake, I'd pick vampire and then eat Diniguan.
Yeah. I mean, you can never have pizza again, you know?
Is that right?
Or garlic.
Garlic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
garlic.
Oh, yeah.
Or I could do werewolf and carne asada fries, I guess.
Oh, how about you, Art?
Yeah, I think I would do werewolf.
Yeah. That's
Yeah?
my choice, too.
Yeah.
We got two vamps, too.
Well, actually, hold on, Will.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That second question throws you off.
Really?
the
Oh,
dish?
Well, because I
Okay.
mean, what can werewolves? Werewolves can eat whatever they want, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to fly, bro.
Puppy chow.
Yeah, like
chow.
Bobby,
You know, even puppy chow.
Shout out to Ace Arrow.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
yeah, and then I guess I would just eat, like steak.
that's what I was thinking. I would go to like a Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I think but then I guess you're pretty much just yourself except for the full moon,
if
right?
it's like Twilight style, you could change whenever you want.
Oh,
to,
yeah,
right?
there's that too.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah. All right.
Next question.
I wouldn't
He's-
want to cut my hair though, because
Oh, your
Jacob
hair.
cut his hair like once he became a werewolf.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did
But
that.
imagine the Letterman's jacket with your werewolf.
So, pumpkin carving or apple bobbing?
I'd
Which would you
do
rather do?
Which I
pumpkin
think.
carving because apple bobbing sounds disgusting.
Like, they don't clean
Have,
up
wait,
after.
have any of you guys actually done apple bobbing before?
For a contest, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But I
Yeah.
mean, just the
It's hard.
thought of like people and their saliva
Yeah.
into
Oh.
the water. I'm like,
Like they don't be cleaning that
yeah.
after
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Clean that.
That water's just kind of sitting there, you know?
With all the lawai and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think people would be realizing that when they're
not
like,
COVID
"Oh, this is
safe.
so
It's
fun."
not COVID safe.
Oh,
if apple bobbing was a business, that would be the first business bankrupt.
yeah.
Because pumpkin carving, you just got to sell the pumpkins and they can
Yeah.
carve it at home. Yeah.
Those are fun.
Here's your do-it-yourself kit.
Yeah. I'm
That's
a
your
pumpkin carver, yeah.
Pumpkin carver.
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys pumpkin carved?
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, I just
Hey, you
carved
did
a
every
pumpkin, yeah.
What did you create? Did you do like one of those fancy like?
No, I didn't do any of those.
Kid Teddy.
I did I didn't have a lot of time, so I just kind of just did the
Triangle
just,
eyes.
Well, I just like faces. I just did like emoji faces.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Halloween, Michael Myers, or Friday the 13th,
Mm.
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
The one with the mask.
Is the
Friday the
hockey-
13th, hockey
hockey
mask,
mask?
Camp Crystal
that's-
Lake,
that was his last name?
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So who would you be?
Oh, who would you be? Okay, so that's what one of the no
And
context.
who would win one-on-one?
Yeah,
Is
we
that two
had
different things?
We had like 3 movies on that.
Do you see all the what do you call it? The TikTok videos of Michael Myers? The trend
Which one? Which trend?
where like you have to get to the front of your house and get into the door before Michael Myers catches you.
Oh, what?
You didn't see that?
I gotta see those. I
I've
gotta
seen
watch
that one. Is like that little kid that is dancing, and then like his dad is playing the piano, and they're on the street, and then he's like, ding, 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 ding.
Because you know how he walks like
Oh yeah.
in his pace. So you're supposed to get into your house before he catches you. That's the whole
Interesting.
trend.
Yeah, I only saw the one where it was like some female influencer, and then like Michael Myers is on like full on high heels, like running after. her.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out what his. I thought these guys were the same one.
They're not. No.
He's the one with the white
Like
face.
the white face,
like
with
the hockey
brown
mask,
hair.
the white hockey mask, and then
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. He has
Oh.
he has kind of like a zombie, almost zombie.
Not the
looking
spy who
face.
shagged me.
No,
Oh, okay, got it.
No.
I do Friday the 13th just because it reminds me of TMNT.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'll go with Jason just because Michael Myers has mommy issues. So
Oh, is that why? Okay.
that's because he does it because that's the reason why like he yes mother blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, I'm not a fan of like
Horror
scary
movies? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
I am.
I'm a BI.
How would you, Art?
I would probably do Friday the 13th also
I like that.
because I think
Yeah,
the
I know what that is.
hockey mask looks cooler.
I think he's a little bit more violent too, huh?
Jason?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's more.
He also goes to space.
Oh no.
Jason in space. Yeah.
I would
gotta
pick
watch him.
Michael Myers just because he's subtle. Like he's always there
That's true.
when you least expect it.
Interesting.
So he's like subtle stealth.
Yeah,
It's like-
that's true.
Like he could be behind me right now.
Yeah. And then it's your dad. Alquizar, you want to read the number 4?
And number 4, trick or treating or Halloween party.
Like, which would you rather do or
Yeah.
hold, or what's the context for this?
Which would you rather do?
In this season of my life, trick or treating.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was fraternity days, Halloween party.
Let's talk about that. There was this blue house. I was pledging, so it was my first year, right?
Okay.
We dressed up as farmers. So we had like the farmer hat, bandana. We all matched, right?
You have the overalls and stuff?
I forget. I would say so. Oh, no, white shirts and blue jeans.
Oh, okay. So that kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did you guys ever show up to a ASR Halloween party?
I don't know if I've ever been to a Halloween
John,
party, but
Brian?
I don't think that's
I've
a
been
party.
to parties.
Really?
You've been
No,
to a lot
see,
of Halloween.
I've been a lot of parties, but like, because those ones were usually kind of sealed off for like, you know, if you were part of the
Yeah.
fraternity.
Was
or
it
whatever.
really?
I was only there for the formals after parties.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only ones I would be a part of. Yeah.
I thought we kept it open for some reason.
It was pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
That year, we partied. We had a Halloween party at the Blue House.
Okay. I don't remember any of the partying.
What was your costume? Do you remember your costume? So this was the year Ray Ray was Beast, where he painted his whole body blue.
Oh my! He was like body paint.
He
or?
painted his body blue, and you would see who he interacted with because there would be blue marks.
Man, he's marking his territory.
Was that a policeman?
I think so.
It is probably a policeman.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a whistle and everything.
Was it like an actual policeman or like a policeman?
What's
Come on, it's Halloween. There's a
him?
His police.
there's a version like
What would
gender
he look like
equality.
then? So what would he look like? Policeman.
Man, really tight shirt,
No.
speedo.
Oh,
I
like
could not pull that off, man.
how with that attitude?
It was the
confidence, man. You gotta have confidence.
It's
in your
with the
body.
didn't go on in the adult one.
I mean, I'm still a Halloween party kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't have any like children or younger. If I was spending more time with my like younger
Like nephew?
nephews and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah, I'd probably just go trick or treating. It would be my preference. I should probably just do that.
Okay.
Halloween parties are
Do they still do Halloween parties?
People do.
Anymore. I mean,
Some people do.
People still do, but
pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious what downtown is like
Right?
these
Like, they
days. Like I
used to
haven't
do, like,
been,
HOB.
Especially-
like
especially-
House of
Beat, House of
Blues.
Blues?
It's no, especially because like you know how the Fifth Avenue is
Oh,
basically
yeah,
a promenade
it's-
now.
yeah, it's-
like for
it's
Halloween's
closed
gonna
off.
be wild. You know.
All right.
so when you guys went trick or treating as kids,
Yeah.
what was your actual bag? Did you have a bucket, a bag?
It's the pillowcase, right?
It was a pillowcase for me.
Pillowcase, dude.
Mine was I don't know if you remember back in the day, but like McDonald's had like the little bucket pails
the
or whatever.
Okay.
Like they had the
pumpkin
ghost,
ones? Yeah.
the pumpkin, and then the witch. It was it's like a green witch, and then the white ghost, and then the orange pumpkin pail. That was mine.
Yeah, you still have
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. I don't know.
eBay. $1,000.
Yeah.
Not everything old is worth money.
Tell that to Marvel.
Yeah.
That's different. That's brand power. Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite or best costume, either trick or treating or at a Halloween party?
My most favorite one was there was this ninja. I have pictures of this too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a ninja costume my mom made for me because she loved like sewing and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then it's like, and you're growing up, like there was a lot of like martial arts influences back in the day. Yeah, you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you had three
Rangers.
ninjas, Power Rangers, that sort of thing. So like, yeah, I want to be a ninja. Whatever,
VR
right?
Troopers.
Yeah, VR Troopers, yeah, that sort of thing. So I think there was like it was like a Michael's, and then they had this like section where they had like all the patterns for like costumes if you want to make it. My mom like had me pick it out, and I chose it, and like she made it. Like it was pretty good. She made one for me and my sister. Like we're both like ninjas or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, it's
And
like
you have a picture. So.
I have pictures of these.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
I got
gonna
pictures
go
of
right
these.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, it just means a lot to me too because like my mom spent time on that, and it was like handmade and stuff. Because like most of our costumes when we were growing up, my mom would make. Like she wouldn't like buy like the pre-made ones or what like that. She always wanted to make it. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma did like made my sister into like a Pikachu.
Oh,
Wait, you and your sister?
No, just my sister.
Oh, okay.
Like I think Telly helped me at one point
Oh wow!
It was like a whole lot, like a whole.
creative.
It's kind of like this, where it's like a onesie kind of deal.
Yeah, like a onesie type of deal. Because
Yeah.
like there was where's that one shop that used to be near In and Out. Like it sold like
Yardage Town.
Yardage
Yardage
Town.
Town,
Yardage
yeah,
Town,
yeah.
Mine was the Gold Ranger.
Man, you got a
that's-
Gold
There's
Ranger?
a Gold Ranger.
Yeah, there's a Gold
Yeah,
Ranger, dude.
the Gold Ranger. Well, it's not
What?
really gold because like he was black, right?
It's black, but then he had like the gold trimmings and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Gold
Black
Ranger.
Ranger.
It's a Power Ranger Xeon, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Orange is
Right?
Yeah.
Is it Black or Gold
It's,
Ranger?
it's a Gold Ranger, but yeah,
He's essentially black, but he has more
It's
gold
like
on.
it's like
yeah.
the White Ranger, but black.
yeah,
but it's
yeah,
gold.
exactly.
I gotta
Right?
Google this. Okay.
But he's originally like the first Red Ranger.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Tokusatsu has like a big history of
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, there's always
I
like
gotta
a
Google
gold.
this.
Yeah, we'll show you.
That was your costume?
Yeah.
Gold Ranger.
Gold Ranger.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yeah.
I don't. I wish I probably do. Like I would have to
Like
print
family
it, the
albums or
family
whatever?
Albums, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you can find it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how come I never had any like pictures for these? But there was this once I was like Blanca.
Oh,
You were no way, no
I-
No,
shot.
I think you talked about
So
this.
yeah, I was
You're
like,
Blanca
all
from
green?
all green.
From
Did you have
Street
your shirt
Fighter.
off
Yeah.
too?
No, but what I did was there was like this wig, and then I sprayed it orange, and then my hair was like orange, and then I had like the wig coming out of a shirt.
Oh yeah, because he has a
So
hairy
it
chest.
has a
Yeah,
hairy
he has
chest.
Yeah, yeah.
What year was this?
last year.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. No.
No, I think it was like maybe 25, 26.
Oh,
Could you
man.
imagine if you had Ray Beast and then Art?
Oh yeah, that's
dude,
Blanca. Yeah.
been
It's like a
dope.
trailer of like green and blue. Art dance with that girl.
I feel like that's probably the same time period too.
Probably
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. That's cool. What about you, Jason?
It was actually it was a lumberjack. I had a better outfit than the one last year.
year?
Yeah.
It was like red, and I actually had a 2x4.
Is that when we
Where-
took a photo shoot at Home Depot?
Oh, that's the one.
Wait, what?
I used the same exact costume.
Wait, when was this?
I think it was like we were working together.
Yeah.
After work, he's like, "Hey, let's go to Home Depot real quick, so we can take pictures."
It was
with, like, the
Halloween
lumber.
too. Yeah.
For
And I think I have that picture. I gotta find it on Facebook.
What were you taking the pictures for? Or just to have? Or?
Just to have.
Oh,
We
okay,
worked
okay.
together, and so we're like, let's go to Home Depot. I need a picture for my profile.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
It was funny because I would use that 2x4. This was when we were in the fraternity. It was a house party. I had the 2x4, and so girls would use it as a prop for when they're dancing too.
Right. Oh no,
if you can
I
imagine.
see.
If you
Yeah.
can
Yes.
imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Jason in the past life.
Premarital life.
That was fun though. Like just
Unless you and Nadine use it now.
no.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Hey man, what you do behind closed doors is your business. Yeah.
Smack.
On to the next question. Scary storytelling or watching horror movies.
I mean, okay, if I'm being real with myself, it's gonna be like storytelling.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like
Because, like,
campfire kind of thing. Like how would you want to?
In the light.
We've established
Yeah.
he does something like
Like,
nude.
dude,
Noon in front of the church.
I think it said nude. I was like, what?
Oh, noon.
Yeah.
Teach their own.
Yeah. No, like real talk. Like I don't like scary movies. Like there was this one time where like I forgot what we were watching, but I literally was like at the movie theaters with my uncle and my cousin. I had to step out, and then my uncle had to come with me.
What?
watch a
Wait,
different
how old were
movie.
you? Last year.
Yesterday, I was like 13 years or less.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day kind of thing.
What was that movie where like I think it was Children of the Corn.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
classic.
Or not Children of the Corn. There's
Oh.
another one where like
It
there's
was
like
pretty scary.
there was like a monster like in the field or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
Quiet Place?
I don't know.
Signs?
Creepers.
Oh, so 13
Pretty
puts
close to
you.
Jeepers Creepers. I don't know. Yeah.
Wait. 13 puts you at like what year? I'm trying to think. 13.
So I'm 35 now. So 13 minus.
13 minus that is
Wait,
2.
no, 35.
Dang, we all
8 hours
2012,
later.
2012.
Okay.
So 2012, what movies came out around then? Was it Signs?
It might.
Signs.
Was it Aliens? No.
That's Alien.
That was an
No,
Aliens.
it wasn't
Okay.
Aliens.
Because I was thinking, you said like a monster in a field. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Signs
something
was
like
that. I don't know.
forgot.
We'll figure it. But it was if you can comment below what movie came out in 2012 that scared him so much that he had to go sit out the theater. His uncle had to go
Yeah,
watch a
let us
movie.
know.
For me, obviously, it's watching horror movies. I love horror movies.
Okay.
So that's like just my thing. Like me
So
and
we're
my
the
friends.
opposite.
Yeah, we're the opposite. I mean, I'm always interested by like, paranormal, occult, that sort of thing. Those kind of interest me or whatever. But like especially around this time of year too. So me and some of my friends, like we watch online together, like have this watch parties for like either horror movies that come out like recently or just stuff that we see that are like indie stuff.
Yeah. Did you watch the Fear Street trilogy yet?
Fear Street trilogy is like it's pretty good. Like the first one, the ones afterwards, like but like that's also the other thing too is like a lot of horror movies like just like bad, but like it's like that so bad it's good. Like you can make fun of it with like your friends or whatever.
Like it wasn't.
that.
It wasn't trying to be like a Michael Myers or
No.
It was just like a funny. Like it was just funny.
Yeah, it's just
Like
it's just
cheesy
funny like
kinda-
that. Yeah.
Was there one movie that like really got to you at one point?
Well, the only scary movie that really got to me at one point. Well, there's like a couple. Like it was basically when I was like younger. One of them was I saw what was it? Communion. It's an alien movie. It's an alien abduction movie. Like I don't know if you've seen like Fire in the Sky or anything like that. There was like a lot of alien abduction horror movies because it was really popular in the early like 90s and stuff like that.
Mars Attack.
No, Mars Attacks is funny. Mars Attacks is funny. I like that movie. Yeah. Communion was one of the first ones like that really scared me and stuff. And I was like, I had like a legit fear of being like abducted by aliens for like a while. And then the other one was Chucky. Because
Chucky, dude.
So
Chucky,
I was
that's
legitimately afraid from Chucky because my cousins were like, they were like older than me or whatever, and they were also into like horror movies, so they'd watch that and like and they watched it while they were like taking care of me for like one time, and so like they can't just like let 8, 9-year-old, 7-year-old like wander off, so they made me sit with them and watch it.
Yeah.
Right, and then so I got so scared of dolls, and they thought it was funny. And remember, mind you, all my other cousins were like girls, so they have a bunch of Barbies and stuff like that, right? Yeah. So while I was staying with them, they would put like Barbies everywhere, and like at one point, like I was asleep, and then they positioned them so that they were all like looking at me. So when I woke up, I would just have like a bunch of Barbies just look at me and stuff. Like it was like I had legit fear of like dolls for like a good while. Like I give them shit for that for a lot too. It's like, hey, you saw me for the trauma.
I would say the same thing too. Like like Chuck, like it's not like I didn't watch scary movies. Like I was definitely exposed to it. Yeah. But like
the concept, right?
Yeah, the concept. Like I know who Chucky is. Like I think old school Chucky is scarier.
Oh yeah, it got cheesier and everything.
The AI Chucky became comical, right?
Yeah. There was that new one. Yeah.
But like literally, like it got to the point where like I was sleeping over at my cousin's spot, right?
Yeah.
Younger, right? And then there's a doll in the room,
right?
That started making noise. They swear to me like there was no battery whatsoever. I'm like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
So from that point on, I was like, man, F dolls. I'm not trying to be around them whatsoever. They're so creepy. And
what did it say? Was it like there's a snake in my room?
It's like, mommy, pick me up or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, nope.
Oh,
I'm good.
What about you guys? Horror movies or scary storytelling?
Horror movies for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy a nice horror movie. Slasher flick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I was really big into.
Oh, you like
Scream.
slashers? Okay. Oh
Like
yeah,
Scream, the
Scream
Scream
series were good.
series?
Yeah, that was good.
those are all
that was
good.
good. Yeah, not gonna lie, like horror movies too, because they always delve into like sex scenes and stuff like that too. So like growing up, I was like, oh, all right,
All right. Let's go, Chucky.
not that one. Yeah.
Chucky's Bride.
Chucky's right.
Well, no, because like there's always that one part where it's like they're always getting down, and then the monster just comes out and starts go after them or whatever.
Yeah. It's always that couple, right? That raunchy couple.
Yeah. There's always one of that.
Yeah.
Are we really surprised about Diddy with how much we've been exposed to it?
We're gonna Diddy talk. We're gonna Diddy talk on an Alquizar episode.
Jeez, and he's the one that brought it up. We didn't bring it up.
We didn't bring it up.
Yeah, my favorite one has to be Cabin in the Woods, though.
Oh, Cabin in the Woods. That's Elijah Jisku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know what's up.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods is a good horror movie because it plays on a lot of horror movie tropes and stuff like that too.
Yeah, there was this one like Filipino scary movie that scared me though. I think I watched it way too young. I was probably
So with Dolphy?
7 or something like that.
Dolphy.
Oh, it's called
You know Dolphy?
I know Dolphy.
the comedian.
Famous comedian. Like, he was in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's called Chop Chop Lady or something.
Chop Chop Lady.
And I think it was about how this it's like a serial killer type thing. And
Yeah.
It was super gruesome, and I was like, I probably shouldn't watch that. That age.
How old were you?
I think I was probably 7-ish, 8-ish.
Yeah, 7 is really the prime.
You're kind of you just have them to have because I think my god mom's parents, they owned a little shop in National City with like for Filipino stuff and stuff like that, like a sari store kind of thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
And they had videos, right? So we
right,
just bought
the VHS rental.
rentals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just for some reason watched that one. I was like, dang. I messed myself up.
All right, what about you, Jason?
I would go scary storytelling. I have to be like, it has to be a good setting though. So flashbacks when we were in church camp. This is the traditional Christian church I was talking about. Yeah. It's so funny because it's traditional Christian church, but you would have the youth group that wasn't so traditional, you know?
All right.
And so we did a campfire thing. You know, everyone would bring like the candy, roast, marshmallows, all that stuff. And then they told us a story because we're out in Campo in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's just a church camp and there was no like...
Dark out
Yeah,
there.
just dark.
Yeah.
And then so they would tell us a tale of this old lady who lived in the shed that was close to like, you know, the entrance of the camp spot. Mm-hmm. And the chainsaw man who you only saw...
A full moon or something.
Or they would say like, during a night like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the classic line. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what did they do? They had us walk through the trail. So we left this campsite, went to the trail, and so we're just talking story and all this stuff. And they had it already planned, right? Where we heard this chainsaw all of a sudden. Right? And so everyone's like, ah! Like junior high, elementary, we're all running back to the campsite.
Like, oh shit, yeah, we heard
and
it.
then we're passing by the what do you call it? The shed. And then we hear the shed like rattling and everything, and we're like,
no, hell no.
I think that was like the best
cool,
experience. But
That's cool. That's really cool
Yeah.
that they did that for you guys.
so I think scary storytelling where I can actually enjoy the experience.
Okay. But then sometimes it might get a little too real.
I don't like those scare like hotel things or whatever. Where they like
Halloween Horror Nights.
where you purposely go to like people that like jump scare you and stuff. I'm like, I'm good on that.
I mean, the thing that gets me with that is like you literally sign a waiver and there's like a thing where like they can't touch you.
Yeah.
So I was like, once I know that, I was like, it's not really scary.
I
They
know,
can
but
get really close to you.
Yeah.
like
I've only
breathing on
gone
your
to
neck and stuff.
I've only gone like one time to Halloween Horror Nights, and that's when like Christine and I were dating.
Were you trying to show like,
Yeah, dude. But like my macho-ness was like just literally like just being stiff the whole time and just like, oh,
oh yeah, you're stiff.
She's in front of you, you're holding her hand.
I gotta be a man. I gotta be a man.
I got to show I can protect her.
Yeah.
All right, Q&As. Let's
yes.
answer some Q&As from the community. These are sent through our IG stories from all of you.
This one's from Ron Baumberger.
Mr. Rambam.
Are there secret loans you guys keep to yourselves?
That's hilarious.
What does that even mean?
You know, so the answer to that is no. Right?
Legally, no.
Legally, no. Yeah. But I think the only difference is my risk to the type of loan or how I approach financing is different than your average person. Like, for example, when I bought my home at the time, when Christine and I bought our home, there was this down payment assistance program where it essentially was a grant that was given to first responders. And at that time too, like this was like 2019. You're like,
before. Yeah.
Right before. And then when all that was going down, like, oh, first responders this, first responders that. Yeah. I was just like, yeah, free McDonald's.
Why not, right?
And so there's this really good like assistance program. So typically when you get assistance for like down payment or closing costs, it's an additional loan on the purchase, right? And so just talking to someone and saying, hey, you're getting 2 loans to purchase a home, like that sounds like a lot of risk to your average person.
Right.
But to me, it made sense. And so it acted like a grant because my wife was a first responder.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's something that we utilize. Now it's a very different program now.
Sure.
Like they made changes. I think that
They're like, wait, hold up.
Exactly. Dude. Like they literally were like, you know, it was a grant where it got forgiven when we closed. So when we bought a home, thank God, like we saved money, but when we bought a home, we literally bought a home and got debt free at the same time because of that grant program.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Lucky, man.
Yeah, we're super lucky.
Yeah.
But now like they wised up and you know, now it's like an additional loan and now they're collecting interest and having it stay on the home. And so they're getting their money's worth, you know?
So let me ask you, as a loan officer, you know how like when people don't qualify for certain loans, are you able to qualify yourself?
No.
Okay, so you do have like checks and balances and
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh no, like can I do my own pre-approval?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I could do my own pre-approval.
Oh.
But like, you know, if like someone doesn't like, you know, well, no, so I can't originate my own loan. But,
Okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
can't-
That's what you
like,
say.
can I tell
like
myself?
if you weren't qualified,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can say, you know what? I'm doing my
Yes.
own loan.
No.
You're like, yes, I do approve.
Yes, you can buy $1 million home.
$3 million home.
No, but like, yeah, I mean, like if we were talking about like if someone got got disqualified and I, use the same qualifications
Yeah.
to prove myself, no, I would be
Of course,
disqualified
yeah.
the same way. But I can run my own numbers, and I often do like run my own scenarios. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, given the information that I have,
Advise yourself.
what could I do? Yeah. Sonny, what would you do in this situation?
Would you have a second advisor since you're the advisor to, other people?
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot, this is all from Richard Villarreal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Richard, man. Another
Yeah.
bro, another fellow colleague, and he's
San
killing it
Marcos.
right now in real estate as a realtor. So
Oh. You guys work together?
we do.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
He's an awesome cat.
Yeah.
In a saturated market, what value do you provide to your clients that you're selling? Whoa. Is the alcohol kicking in?
That's all you, bro.
I can't see.
Yeah.
In a saturated market, what value do you provide to your clients that set yourself apart from the
Other people,
other people in your industry?
the rest of the people in the industry. Yeah.
I would say that we're not transactional.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
think, and I can back it up in terms of like the people, the system, and the information that we have set in place is that we don't treat it as a transaction. We take every transaction as a personal experience for the client. So, and just the knowledge that we have in terms of like managing your money and financial literacy. So we talk more than just about the home. We talk about, hey, how is this going to impact you in terms of like wealth wise? I think most like realtors and lenders, they focus on just like, yeah, let's just get you into the home. And,
Yeah.
you're going to be okay. And that's what's it,
Second question, what advice would you give someone who wants to own a home but just can't stomach today's interest rates and prices? Tell us a story about how you've helped someone overcome that fear.
Dang, Richard, you're teeing up a lot of things.
So he's going deep, man. He's going deep.
So someone that wants to own a home but just can't stomach the prices and where the current interest rates at. So at the end of the day, like we can't force anyone to buy a home, right?
Yeah.
I think my advice would be to that person is, what does real estate really mean to you? Because I do think, and so this is my personal belief about real estate and generating wealth long term. And just anything in general, like anything that we want to do, whether like, it's losing weight or getting better with our health, because that's like a big thing for me right now. The things that I lack is discipline, right? And that's why my health is where it's at right now, right? Same thing with like financial investment. Like if you don't have the discipline to invest, like if you're not investing into real estate, the best thing that you can do is to commit to a mortgage and buy a piece of real estate, in my opinion, because you're forcing yourself you're forcing the discipline on yourself.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe here in San Diego that the appreciation that's going to happen because of the supply and demand factors of what's happening in real estate, like this is the best decision that you can make, like financially, right?
Yeah.
Because you're spending money on rent anyways, so why not have it benefit you?
Yeah.
Now, if the house isn't, something of your liking, find someone that is of like mind and partner up with them that's taking it as seriously as you do.
Yeah.
But this all sounds easy, right? Because once again, like the hardest part about our job is dealing with people. And the best part about our job is dealing with people. Right. So, theoretically it sounds good, but definitely like execution is, it's tougher. So I would just say, the advice I would give is know what you want to do with real estate and what's the long-term game plan. And if it's worth it to you and you can't stomach the prices, maybe partner up with someone to make it happen.
And for those that think like, I want to buy a property, but this is not my dream home, what would you say to them?
I think that's perfectly fine. Like it doesn't have to be a home run.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. No shout out to the Dodgers right now.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. So like this was the year where like I literally like don't like Dodger fans.
Yeah.
I
Just
find
this
them-
year?
Just this year alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
They're so annoying. So it's kind of nice.
For our Dodger fans here.
You're annoying.
You can find his DMs on.
You can find Sonny at.
It doesn't have to be a home run right now, but it can be a stepping stone. And so to find that stepping stone, even if it's like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, just so long as you feel comfortable with it. Once again, going back to agency, like you have room in your budget, and you can make that sacrifice because it is going to be a sacrifice. If you're going to spend rent anyways, why not make it be something that it benefits you long term?
The investment and then the appreciation when time passes, right?
Yeah. Like how are you, Nadine, feeling about the appreciation now?
Oh man, that's looking nice.
Yeah, I can't
Right.
complain.
Yeah, like I just Googled our address. I was like, oh shoot.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So my sister and I own a condo.
Nice, dude.
RB from when it was at to where
RB?
it's at. Yeah. So,
Apple's moving into RB. Dude, that's insane.
It's a good area.
Yeah, it's a good area. So, but at that time though, like I think for anybody that like it's stressful.
Yeah.
Right? How am I going to make the monthly payment?
yeah.
What is this commitment going to look like? How do I manage the mortgage over time? Right.
Yeah.
But then now that you're on the other side of it, it's like, dude, like this appreciation is crazy. So if and when we do sell, or if we do flip it to an investment property, like this is something that it creates options for you financially.
Yeah.
Right. As much as people don't want to talk about the numbers, it is very much about the numbers and also too as well the emotional factor of like ownership too as well. So going back to that, going back to Richard's question, like, can I share a story of someone making it happen to make home ownership happen?
Yeah.
I think it's that, like, is finding people that are willing to team up with a brother or sister or a friend, and it's getting their first piece of property.
Yeah.
Right. There was a couple that we worked with. They started off with a condo. I think it was only a 2-bedroom, and somewhere like near North Park.
Mm.
They ended up selling it to buy their next home because they're having a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the time it was only like $1 million for the next home.
Only,
Yeah.
Only $1 million,
Yeah.
right? Now, like that home is worth 1.5.
Nice.
And it's a very short amount of time. Like you're talking maybe like 2 years.
Oh shit.
2
Yeah.
years already? 1.5?
Already 1.5,
Damn.
1.4, 1.5 around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for someone who is considering a career in your industry? And looking back, what are some things you would have done differently in your career?
You kind of just fall into it.
Nepotism.
Yeah. Actually, I've tried recruiting my brother and my sister to work.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So someone looking to a career in real estate, whether it's being a realtor or a lender, advice to anyone that wants to join the real estate industry, I would say is to apprentice first. Yeah. So, I mean, is to find someone that is successful in the field. And like, this is anything, right? Anybody that's successful in anything is to apprentice with somebody first. Obviously make sure you're rewarded, okay with it. And then, when you're ready to branch off and do your own thing, go and do your own thing.
All right. Next question is from John D. How do you spell my parentheses full end parentheses name? Wink emoji.
So what's his full name for the audience?
So his full name is Jonathan Robert Maximilian DeLupin.
Is that correct?
Is it Maximilian
I think so.
or Maxless? I don't know. I'm just looking at
Maxless?
Oh,
his
shoot.
Instagram.
I might have messed it up already.
So how do you spell his full name?
It's a spell.
not-
He didn't say. It said spell.
It's not Maximilian.
I mean, his Instagram says differently.
This is Max.
It says Maxless. Max Lustin.
Max Lustin a million.
The Lupin.
Max
Max
less than a million.
The Lupin. There's no million.
You keep adding that in there.
So Jonathan Robert Max Lustin the Lupin.
Dang it! I already messed it up. So do I need to try to spell it out?
Spell it out.
Okay.
Try your best.
So if I spell this correctly, you guys have to take a shot.
All right.
If I don't, then I have to take a shot.
So
Sure.
you're taking a shot, okay?
Clear. Yeah.
Jonathan is JONATHAN.
Okay.
All right. So good. So
Robert
far.
ROBERT. Max Lustin. MAXLUSTAN. DeLupin. DALUPAN.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh, he got it?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Okay. All right. Hey, cheers then. We had to take a shot, man.
Shot.
I just need a little
Cheers,
dab
cheers.
in there.
Oh,
Are we going to kill this?
yeah.
I don't know. Are we killing this already?
That's up to you. Like,
I don't know how much is in here. But it's smooth though. Yeah.
No, it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could kill that bottle,
I
dude.
know we're drinking, guys.
All right. All right. Next question is from Dan the Man or DM Maximoff. What do you suggest for one with high income, low debt to income ratio?
I think
Ratio?
you meant ratio.
Ratio. I think it meant ratio. Yeah. But horrid credit.
That's a good question, actually. I'd love to hear what he meant by horrible credit, because I think there definitely is like a misconception in terms of like the minimum credit score that people
Oh, that they think they should have.
they think they should have. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then also like for business owners, there's also like other programs that can make it more easily attainable to get home ownership.
Oh,
So I would-
wow, for
yeah.
business owners.
there's aid programs for that.
Well, yeah. So I mean, when I say easy, I mean just like it can make it accessible.
Okay.
The biggest
Oh.
thing about business owners is like their tax returns, and obviously the way that they file, they try to minimize their tax liability. And,
Yeah.
not try to pay Uncle Sam all
Right.
of their money.
Of
Got
course.
it. Okay.
But I would say it's just to be open to just speaking with a lender, one that's willing to guide, like myself. No, real talk. Like if you have high income, low debt to income ratio, and you're just worried about your credit,
Okay.
I think it just doesn't hurt to figure out where you currently stand right now, because lenders do have tools, or at least they can take a look at your credit and show you the steps that you can take to improve it if it is an issue. If it's not an issue, then there's really, you don't really need to worry about it.
You might be just overthinking it.
That's true. Yeah, it's just like you have an expectation of where you feel
Yeah.
like it should be.
I mean, you always kind of raise like, oh, I need that 700, 800 credit. You know?
750,
Yeah,
800.
yeah.
Yeah, but really, like if you have at least a minimum of a 580 credit score, like you can receive some type of financing.
Oh, hell yeah. It's like C's get degrees all over again.
Exactly. But you just can't have the same expectations. It's not like, you're gonna get the best rate. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
top
thing.
house,
Like
but
it
like,
plays into that,
yeah.
right? Yeah, that was my question. Like as a follow up.
yeah, exactly. But like as long as it gets you the home, and as long as like it gets you like you're happy, and then like, you start accumulating appreciation, then why even worry about it?
Okay.
True.
This next one comes from your little brother, Alquizar. Where is the best Cali burrito? Give us your top three.
Man.
Wow, not just one. Not just one.
I want to know where.
Dude, best Cali burrito for me. I'd say this is more nostalgia and classic for me. I think number one would be Rigoberto's. So
Off Miramar?
off Miramar.
Okay.
Rigoberto's, Roberto's, yeah. Okay.
Rigoberto's, like even when like you're not drunk, like dude,
It's still good.
yeah, it's still good.
Drunk.
The
I love that.
enchilada sauce on the California burrito. Fire.
Enchilada sauce?
Yeah, they put like enchilada sauce into the California
Yeah.
burrito,
Shoot,
and so
I
it
didn't know
melts
that.
the cheese even more. It's
Yeah.
like delicious. It's decadent.
Damn.
The
And then-
habanero sauce there. That's habanero sauce
I
there.
haven't tried the
Oh,
habanero
shit.
sauce yet.
Yeah, that's all you.
Okay.
I first and foremost don't think anyone can mess with like Vallarta's and Cotijan's orange sauce.
Oh,
Orange
that
sauce.
sauce is
Oh.
something else,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can't get that anywhere else, bro.
Yeah.
You would think, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, I would say taco stand. It's a little bit more elevated.
Burrito?
decadent.
Cali burritos there?
Cali burrito.
Okay.
Yeah.
where's that at?
There's one in La Jolla,
Okay.
Yeah.
which I think I got like a lot of hate from like a old like YouTube video that I posted. Like,
Oh, really?
why are you getting burritos from La
In La
Jolla?
Jolla?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you haven't tried taco stand, so get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't knock it till you try it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number three, which is like holding me down.
Holding you down.
Yeah, in Temecula.
Oh.
Would be like Hilberto's in Temecula.
Oh, okay.
It's always an Erdo's.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't
That's
go
how you
wrong.
know. Yeah.
Yes. Hilberto's, but they also have one in Escondido. They
Oh.
do like a California Supreme burrito.
Oh, Hill with a
Yeah.
J, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a J.
Yeah, yeah.
Cali Supreme burrito is like
I hear that.
fire. Talking big back activities over here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Got some new places to try.
All right, this one's from Kanich. I heard you're pretty. I heard you're a pretty talented rapper. Can you share your best freestyle, please?
I can't.
Do you have any rhythms you can share? Like, even if it's a
Like I
couple
could
lines.
beatbox.
No,
Oh, can you?
no, I don't do lines anymore. Oh shoot! If Jason goes, I'll. I don't have it.
I don't know. Do you guys want to go?
Genichi, why you so peachy? I'm just like John Cena. You can't see me.
Oh, he got you. He got your ass.
The rest you got to pay for the Patreon. so-
Yeah.
All right, so this one's from Nadine. Why is your dad so shaggy?
Oh, swaggy.
Oh, I was like shaggy.
It's a Shaggy up there, bro.
Yeah. How did he get into it?
Honestly, I don't know, man. Like, I think
He has a
let me
fit
show
page.
you-
Does he have a fit page?
Yeah, he has like 60,000 following.
Wait, for
Let
real?
me show you my,
Nah.
let me show you my pops real quick before we get
Okay.
into it.
Yeah, just so I know, because I've never seen it. Yeah.
Does he wear gold chains?
He does work.
I just picture him as gold chains, backwards hat sometimes.
Yeah, you should make,
With
you
the
should make an
J's.
Instagram for him, dude.
I
think he'd pop off.
What's funny is I tried to
Yeah.
make a page for him and
Oh,
like
really?
manage it, but it just became too much. Like, this is too much. Like, I don't want to manage it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That makes sense.
Where is this one?
No, it's just.
Just send us a photo right here.
So,
Oh, okay.
like,
Well, yeah, I
like
wouldn't even tell you
Jersey,
who's. He
Jays, but then like he'll
just
have,
looks like he's like 30, dude.
yeah. So, well, like, he'll wear,
Oh.
like True Religion.
Oh.
Like he'll wear some J's with that. So like,
And he got the sling too.
Yeah, okay.
Mad
Shoot.
bag, like definitely more swaggy than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how he got into it, man. But like like growing up when I was like 5 or 6 years old, he would buy me J's. So retros, the original retros, but also like he has like cousins that are also into it. So it's
Oh
funny.
wow, his age.
Yeah, so around his age. So like it's funny, like at family parties, you'll have like a group of at the time like uncles, right? Because now they're like grandpas. Yeah. So now and they still dress like this.
That's
uncles
crazy.
like rocking J's, like young clothes and whatnot, and like so. What's funny is also like I don't know how they got like the collecting bug, but there's also one point where they were collecting Beanie Babies.
Oh, wait, Beanie
Oh,
Babies.
shoot.
I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
yeah, I remember that phase. There's people still that still collect them and still try and claim value on them, but it's really nothing.
Yeah.
That bubble has burst long ago.
Yeah. But honestly, I think it's just the time that we grew up in terms of like the 90s.
Right.
And I think with our parents being like immigrant parents, not having anything, and
Now they're able to have
things, right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what contributed to him, like wanting the nice things and the
the
cool
finer things in life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next one, we're gonna go with, what is your go-to Filipino breakfast? Be specific.
It has to be tapsilog, like
Tapsilog. Okay.
the tapsilog breakfast is, but specifically mine would be the beef steak, the silog or the tapsilog. Well, is it tapsilog? No, because there's the tapsilog. Yeah. The tapa, the beef tapa.
Yeah.
Beef tapa, super fire. Shout out to what's that Filipino spot in San Marcos? Have you guys been to it?
San Marcos. I don't know. I haven't been to San Marcos.
Is it by
that much.
Chick-fil-A?
While he's looking it up to kind of explain
like
a little
where
bit.
the fries used to be like on the backside, that little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not Filipino Depot, is it?
Lucci and Mary.
Oh,
There it is.
Lucci and Mary in San
Okay.
Marcos.
Okay.
Where's it by? Is it more on the 78 West or?
It's like 78 exit like San Marcos, make a left.
Oh, it's on San Marcos Boulevard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go down to where the new business Costco is. It's
Oh.
like, and then
Exactly.
for there.
Yeah.
Used to be Fry's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the original tapsilog spot was Zarlitos.
Yeah.
Oh, Zarlitos, yeah.
Yeah. For those unaware, that's steak and eggs. Yeah.
Steak and eggs.
Basically,
eggs,
yeah, you
yeah.
can say that.
Basically
yeah.
steak and eggs. Yeah, you can say it like that. Yeah.
Some rice.
Garlic fried rice.
Yeah, with garlic fried rice. Yep.
Over easy egg.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to read the next ones from your wife?
Read it out loud,
out
Chris.
loud.
Read it out. What is it? What did your loving wife, Kristine, say?
Man. Can Chris give us a little sample of the days when you used to go by Sonny Boom Boom?
Sonny Boom.
Sonny Boom Boom. You didn't even mention that in your backstory earlier. What is it? You want to explain that a little bit?
You gotta ask the homie. Like there's honestly no like hidden story around this. Do you guys remember like back in like the old days, like 90.3, 93.3?
Okay.
Or
What about
Sonny Boom Boom Loco.
Oh,
yeah.
Loco. Yeah.
Sonny Boom Boom Loco.
Yeah, he was a radio DJ personality. Yeah.
Radio DJ personality.
Yeah.
So I think because of him, and then once my high school homies found out about my first name being, because I used to go by Chris,
Yeah.
right? But since there was like a lot of Chris's, just call me Sonny.
Yeah.
Is your full name Sonny Chris?
My full
Legal.
name is Sonny Christopher.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
So there's two parts of the full name.
Yeah.
And he would always go by Chris, but
By
then
Chris, and depending on when you knew me, yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay.
eventually, like I started going by Sonny, and then my homies got caught wind of it, and so then they started throwing around like Sonny Boom Boom Loco.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
because
where
of the
some-
radio personality.
Because of
Okay.
radio personality,
Yeah.
right? But there's like no like backstory whatsoever, so the homies would just say that. But,
Now, what is the sample?
Yeah. What's the
portion?
sample part?
I don't know.
Did you do a voice?
No.
Yeah,
No?
You don't have like a radio
I
personality
think he just
DJ
wants
voice?
to know the story of like why they called me Sonny Boom Boom Loco. That was
Okay.
it.
We gotta
But
ask
I mean-
Christine later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're saying a little sample of the days. It
I
sounds
think
like
you
you
did
went,
a voice.
It sounds like you went like by like this personality and you had a voice or something. I don't know. No?
Dude, I just
Do you know what she's talking about, or are you just denying it?
He's denying
no,
it.
I'm not denying
Plead the
it. I
fifth.
just saw the next question.
Oh, okay. I
All
can
right,
read, I
Brian,
can read
last
that
question,
one. Yeah.
Brian.
Last question is from Josh Gofish. When was the last time you tried to fade a leader of Grey Goose?
Is there a story behind this?
You weren't there, huh?
Probably not. If he's asking about it, he don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So
What year was this?
I don't know what year it was, but like it's definitely probably the year before. I mean, back to the ASIRO parties, right?
Okay, back to the fraternity days.
Back to the fraternity days.
Back in
Where
the
you
day.
make some dumb decisions.
Yes.
Shoot.
Yeah, it was just a party
Uh-huh.
and
Like
I
a
was-
social exchange?
No, Halloween party.
Halloween party.
It's always Halloween.
It's always
comes back
Halloween party.
Yeah.
Hey.
Crazy stuff happens.
What were
For
you
all-
dressed
for all
up
the-
as?
What a great time to have you.
I know.
Halloween episode too.
Actually, I don't think it was even Halloween. I just think it was a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, way to take it away from
But
us.
I was
Okay.
old enough to buy, alcohol.
Okay.
Of age.
21.
Yes.
age,
Yeah.
21.
At least.
And so I bought a bottle of Costco Grey Goose.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were pretty belligerent at the time. Once again, college experience.
Yep.
Just having fun. And those guys are pretty rowdy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that was a pretty rowdy group. You're talking about like Jay Bakes,
Yeah.
right? You know Jay Bakes, right?
Yeah.
Obviously John Paredes.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of instigation going on.
Yeah.
And so
A lot more than a new class, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's up? Okay.
so I brought a bottle of Grey Goose to a party that we were having.
Jeez.
And
the big ones, the Costco ones?
Costco one.
Costco ones. And those things were huge. I don't know if they still. I don't think they have them
that's
anymore.
more than a liter. That's
Yeah.
More than
Yeah.
a liter?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
They were pretty fat.
They're
man.
pretty fat,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could like
Yeah.
kill a man with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Both ways.
And so to this point, like, yes, drink responsibly, everyone.
Sure.
Don't ever, like, if you're in college, drink responsibly, please. So I go to the party. Jay challenges me, and Jay doesn't even drink.
Oh, really?
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
I
At
didn't
the
know
time.
that. Yeah,
In retrospect, Jay doesn't even drink. But he
Wow,
has a
I didn't know that
handle
too.
in his hand, and like he does, like
He always does that.
3 seconds or 10 seconds or
Yeah.
whatever.
Man.
Right? I said, F it. Okay, whatever. Got the bottle of Grey Goose, and I pretty much like matched, Jay or whatever.
1 for 1, huh?
One for
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Didn't end good. I'll tell you that. Didn't end good.
You don't remember that night, huh?
I don't remember that night whatsoever.
Sure.
But come to find out, Jay was downing water.
Oh, wow.
He got you.
He got me. Yeah. I got
Oh.
Was this at an Ace Row house?
It was just at a random house or a random
Oh.
party.
House party,
It was an
yeah.
Ace Row house party, but like
At someone's house, yeah.
house. But those were fun times, man.
Yeah.
I mean, those were back in the times before they had like the sound
Yeah.
ordinance thing, because I think that's what shut down a lot of the house
Parties?
parties around
Yeah.
SDSU. Yeah.
I don't think they do that like now.
No. Because
Yeah.
like,
Or, like,
especially
kids now.
because like those house parties were basically around SDSU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like I think around when I kind of got in there, because I transferred in around 2006,
Uh-huh.
around 2008, 2009, like they started implementing sound ordinances.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like around, so that like a lot of the party houses around SDSU died for the most part.
Wow.
I mean, they're still kind of like there, quote unquote, but
not like how we used
it's
to
hard.
do it.
It's hard. It's not like
Yeah.
we used to. That's what I'm trying to say.
I even remember like, so I graduated high school 2007. Like
Right.
even going into college, like the homies and I, like at 12th grade, like we were going to house parties like down south.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just knew someone, and then
Yeah. It's like let's go.
Times.
Yeah.
Before I forget,
Yes.
I remember speaking to you, trying to schedule you for this episode. You remember that experience where I was like, yeah, I think it was in April or May.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, we'll have you on in October. And you were like, October? You're like, why so far out? Because I think of this, I wanted you to really dress up, and be a part of this.
I mean,
And you probably have the best costume here. To be honest.
and also,
well, man.
I mean, like also like what is it? It seems like all of your life's
Party.
achievements or something just
Around
happen to
Halloween,
revolve
yeah.
around
That's
Halloween.
crazy.
And then it's also funny because like you're a very religious man who just like doesn't really like scary movies and stuff like that, which is what the season's all about.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. It's kind of good.
I
Like,
think it aligned pretty well.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
But it's funny because you're like, October.
Like, damn.
that's just how booked up we be. You know?
Good things come to those who wait. You know? All right, next part of the podcast, guest plug. Where can our community members find you? Social media, website?
Yeah, they can find me at homeloans.sunny on Instagram.
That's homeloans.sunny on Instagram.
Right
sir.
there. Any shout outs, recognition?
Yeah, I want to shout out to you guys, man. Like, I really appreciate you guys just being consistent in what you're doing. Like, literally, I was moving my parents' stuff these past weekends, and it literally felt like I was just like a homie just listening in on the conversation.
Our homie.
Yeah, it was
That's
so
what
funny.
we do. Yeah.
Like, literally like LOL like, in real life, dude. Like, just packing boxes. Oh, Jason, that was funny, bro.
You're talking to us?
Yeah.
Was your parents there too listening to or what?
Nah, I
Just
for
you?
myself.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Rambam, man. Like, I want to shout out his episode. I think his testimony,
Yeah, you talked
like how
about
he got into
that.
business and how he got saved was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rambam.
Yeah. Have you tried any of his burgers?
Yep. I haven't
Oh,
tried
which
it.
are your favorites?
I haven't tried it cold yet. The OG.
Oh, you haven't had any of the other stuff
I haven't
yet?
had the other ones yet. No,
Oh,
But you also
gotta
had it
try
cold?
I haven't had it cold.
Oh, you haven't had it cold. Okay.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rambam.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
You try Rambams.
Yeah.
Anyone else that you want to shout out to? The one
My
that you're
wife,
married to?
my wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, come on. You shouted rum mom before your wife.
I didn't want to move on. I didn't want to
Switch it up.
Can you edit it? Can you edit
Can you edit so it goes before?
That's too much work.
Not even your son, not even Abel.
My wife, my son, my our parents, help is totally
Takes a village.
It takes a village for sure.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
luckily we have a great support system. So
Okay.
Anyone else you're missing? No?
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone yells at you, that's on you.
Upcoming projects and or events that you're throwing. or gonna be
Yeah,
part of.
so I'm hosting a first-time homebuyer workshop in Chula Vista with Summer Reyes, a realtor out there. And so the topic that we're going to be covering is just like, and this is in November 7th.
November 7th. Okay.
So-
Better get the episode before.
I know.
Get it up by Halloween. Jason.
Don't get sick.
Yeah.
Don't get sick.
Free promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first-time homebuyer workshop. We're going to go through information that typically isn't covered like from most workshops, and so it should be a good one.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
A good one.
And
Chula Vista, you have a location
Hey.
for that, or
I got it's on the Eventbrite.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a link.
and if you follow his page, you'll find all of that information too, right? You'll throw on your stories and do all the stuff.
And that Instagram handle again is
Homeloans.sunny.
that's SONNY, right?
Correct.
Okay. Home loans, one word, .SONNY.
Thank you.
it's right here.
That's some free promo for you right there, baby.
All right, last call for us. Thank you, shout outs, anything you want to plug, upcoming events, pot encounters from friends and family.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Misty and John. I'll be
John?
Yeah, I know. I'm just
You forgot his name.
Daryl, dude. It's just I got stuck on because I never knew John D's like full name or whatever.
Yeah.
So I always just call him John D.
Yeah.
So like that's why it got stuck in my head. But shout outs to Daryl and Missy. I'll be seeing you guys later today for your family shoot. Thank you for your support. They've been pretty consistent. Like they always want to do like family portraits every year. Yeah. So they got 2 kids and they're growing pretty fast, man. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just want to give a shout out to the Spigot and Span show, which is a paintball podcast that I listen to.
Oh,
And
nice. Okay.
Actually had a fundraiser to help with, all the areas that are affected by the hurricanes over in like Florida and stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
Yeah, that
entered
was,
you in
that
a
was pretty
raffle.
gnarly.
and I won a jersey.
won it?
You won? Oh,
I won a signed
shit.
jersey from
Nice,
Ryan
dude.
Greenspan. So
Wait,
shout
you
out,
won a
guys.
jersey?
A jersey, yeah, like a paintball jersey.
Oh, paintball
Oh,
jersey.
sick.
Okay.
yeah,
That's
signed by one of the goats of the game,
Nice.
Ryan Greenspan. So that's
Okay.
dope.
Okay. Didn't know that. I learned
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. And then you're going to pick up that gun from the Back to the Future. drop.
Oh shoot, that one's gnarly.
That one's
Yeah,
pretty
I'll see
sick. But thank you to Sonny,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Alquizar.
that. Yeah.
Just through the years, our friendship through the years, I think it's definitely blossomed, and it's good to watch you grow through your journey. Now you're a family man, man of faith, and just seeing it evolve through time. And I appreciate you for actually, putting the effort with your costume as well too,
Yeah.
because I had a sense of like, maybe he thinks this is a joke or whatever the case is. But I think this is a memory that I definitely wanted to share with you, and that's why I wanted to have you here on October. So
Thank you,
I appreciate you for everything that you do, for being intentional with what you do, and for just being genuine. Just being that person to be like, hey, but you should look at this, when some people are just like, just do it.
Yeah.
You give them the heads
Do
up.
it.
So, and of course, my wife Nadine for everything, for all the support, and even just the little stuff like, hey, Alquizar's coming on this episode. Let's get Abel this book, and all, just like all the little things
Yeah.
I appreciate about Nadine, and for being our executive producer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Behind the scenes.
Do us one last favor and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Road to 500.
Yeah. All right.
That's going to be a while.
Ah,
Well, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm Brew Shakur.
I'm Art.
I'm Brian.
Sunny.
Peace.